What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. Happy Friday. I hope y'all are enjoying your day. I hope everything is going well for you guys. Listen, as you come into the building, make sure you are hitting the like button. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. That is super, super helpful for the channel as you come into the building, you guys. Also, if you are not watching the videos posted on the channel, make sure you do that. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and you like the content. Share. And hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So what's going on, y'all? I hope y'all are doing well. Shout out to everybody in the building, everybody watching. Shout out to Alex. What's going on, Alex? Farrell in the building already with the super chats. All right, come on now. I appreciate it. Farrell says, Umar always make me want to bring out my biggie. What's the beef side? Don't start. It's too early. It's too early. Especially disrespecting that brother that was waiting on the school since he was 12. Baby, I know you lied. No, but you're not. Thank you, Farrell. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the super chat. See Irvin in the building. Thank you for the super chat. See Irvin says, already looking forward to the topic. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys for the support. What's going on, Lorenzo, Ryan Wedlow? Baby, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but how you doing? Shamari Fears, what's going on? Lorenzo in the building. Keely, I mean, come on now, that's the same person. Shout out to y'all. XYZ, what's going on? How are you? I hope all is well with you, XYZ. Thank you so much for being here. So y'all see the topic. I want to jump right into this. As you come into the building, make sure you hit the like button. One in the chat if the audio is good. One in the chat if the audio is good. Just quickly put a one in the chat if the audio is good. Make sure you guys are supporting by hitting the like button. Also, if you're feeling generous and you want to support or donate to the channel, you can do that via Cash App or Super Chat. That definitely helps us out. So make sure you are doing that as well. So you guys see the topic is Umar Johnson a deadbeat dad plus Corey Holcomb roast Kendra G and more, right? And I know you guys have already probably saw Corey Holcomb roast Kendra G, but I thought I would go ahead and react to it as well because he was responding to her. Of course, we're gonna get into that, but I want to start this live stream off with Umar Johnson because I told you guys before, me and my husband, we used to actually do live streams for almost 2 years, about a year and a half or so, if not 2 years, on Umar Johnson, and because it was brought to our attention, and then we started looking into it, and we started watching Leonard Honor. If you are not familiar with Leonard Honor talks about Umar Johnson. He goes in depth on what's going on with the school. He breaks it down. He's been doing this for years, and he's still doing it. But he definitely gets to the root of the issues as it pertains to Umar Johnson. People, about the donations that he's received over the years. And a lot of people have donated to that school, but nothing has since come of it. The school is there, but many are claiming, allegedly, that it's an abandoned building, that it's abandoned, that it's empty. He does work in there. He's been doing this for years as well, since we've been covering it and before. And Lennon Honor, I have to shout out Lennon Honor because we started watching Lennon and we started getting more information. I mean, it was a crazy mess going on with Umar and the Umar Johnson community. People were doxing each other over Umar Johnson because a lot of people are followers of Dr. Umar Johnson, and they don't believe what he's doing. They don't believe that, he has some scamming shenanigans, I'll say. They still believe that the school is going to open. And if you look at when he posts at the school, he's constantly just going in there painting. If you look up to the ceiling for years, the lights and things on the school have never been fixed. He's just doing things from what I've seen over the years. And it's been years since we talked about him. And before we started, it was the same old thing. He would go out and pander to the people and tell them the school is coming. A majority of the children who were waiting on the school are adults now in college. And so when people tell him that, he block them. You go to Coon University or something like that. He'll say it in a video clip that I have. He throw you there and he insults you or he'll block you. He called it block party. He'll block you if he don't like what you're saying. But any sound person, any person with a brain who's thinking logically would look into this and say, "Oh my God, does it?" There's other individuals who have created schools since Umar Johnson acquired this school, and it's still just sitting there, and no school. It's a building, but it's not a school. There's no He's not teaching the young people, and it's been a lot of years. So shout out to Lyndon Honor for covering that, because he's been covering it. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go subscribe. Check him out. You can go far back. He'll take you back to where Umar purchased another school before this one, and nothing became of that. So, you know, people who are donating to him and people who are super fans, because he has a lot of women, and it's interesting. He has a lot of female fans. It's interesting how when I see the female fans of Umar Johnson, it's interesting how they bash other men, but when it comes to Umar Johnson, they see no wrong. So this is how I know women pick and choose what men they want to support and what men they want to drag or bash, because Umar Johnson, in my opinion, is definitely one that a lot of these women are, they like to support him, and they don't see no wrong in what he's doing. It's like they turn a blind eye and just say whatever. But they do have picks and chooses on who they want to support and who they don't want to support. So I found that interesting. But I want to go ahead and let me pull up this clip that I want to share. Now this is his alleged daughter who's talking, and people are speculating whether this is his real daughter, and she's saying that yes, that's her father. They're trying to find ways to pick apart what she's saying, but if you go back to a lot of people speaking on Umar Johnson, this has definitely come up before. This has definitely come up about his, the multiple baby mamas that he have, and the fact that he's never been married, even though he did that whole marriage thing on his live where he married two queens. They weren't really married. That was just for show. People wonder why he isn't married, and why he isn't married to a black queen, and why hasn't he ever been married, and why does he have these alleged children that allegedly is not in his life. So it's interesting to hear this, and I want to get y'all thoughts on it. So definitely chime in the comments. We're gonna talk about it. John Taylor, thank you for the super chat. Says, I don't know if he's a deadbeat, but if you have kids with multiple people without ever being married, in my opinion, at the very least, you're irresponsible with your seed. Right. I can accept that. I can accept that, John Taylor. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. But let's get into what the daughter is saying, because what I will consider a deadbeat dad is if you are not a part of your child's life. And if your children are adults, then it's no longer in the hands of the mother. You can directly have a relationship with your children, if the mother was the issue. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the clip now. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment, in the comments or in the chat. All right. Let's continue. What's going on, David? What's going on, Roderick? Mystical Harmonizer, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Here we go.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me.
Now, what do you guys think about what she's saying? So people are wondering if this is really his daughter. I think in a sort of kind of way, he acknowledges that that's his daughter when we get in the next video clips. Um, but what do you think? Is it the responsibility of the father to reach out to his daughter to have a relationship with her, or his child, or do you think it's the child's responsibility? And then she said, if the child reaches out and you don't respond, then what does that say? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's very important. I mean, especially this is why I say, if you are out here, you have something that you stand for, or you're preaching to people and giving them information about what they should be doing or shouldn't be doing, and if you're not doing it allegedly, then that's what you call a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? And I think when he definitely talks about black men, and I agree with a lot of the things that Umar Johnson says, but this is something that I've been hearing for years. This is something that is not new to me, because we've been hearing this and watching this. I've watched videos of Umar Johnson having issues with his kids for years ago, where he was saying he couldn't see his kids. He had to have supervised visitation. And people were wondering, why does his visitation have to be supervised? So he had to have supervised visitation. I remember there's videos of this. This is out there. And so it's been an issue. And, that's when the children were younger. And from my knowledge, I'm going to say allegedly, there's multiple baby moms, and he's never married any of them. And he's going to speak to that. I have a clip of him speaking to that. But, if allegedly this is his daughter is 22, her mom has nothing to do with her, him having a relationship with her at this time. So there's really no excuse at this point. I can understand that when the kids are small and a lot of these women play games, in the with the men, and they just out here to get the child support, but they don't, they try to keep the kids away from the fathers. Then that's a whole nother story. And then you have to fight to get your child, which I think a lot of fathers do. They don't usually win these cases, which is unfortunate. But we know how they play games in the child support or child custody and all of that. We know how the games are being played. So, it can be difficult for fathers who are fighting to get custody or either just get visitation with their kids. But at this point, once the kids are adults, then all of that goes out of the window. You can definitely be a part of your child's life. You know what I'm saying? If the mother was the one holding you back from doing that. So I just wanted to say that. Let's continue.
You should never be too busy for your daughter, ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me, because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It just a test. So yes, I can prove that that's my father. I would never get on here and lie to y'all. That's kind of sick and delusional and crazy. But I'm just making this video because I want to find my sister. And when I reached out to him about giving me her number, or if he even had it, I was ignored. So now I guess I have to take matters into my own hands. So if you see this video, sister, please reach out to me, because if he's not going to allow us to be in contact, I'll do it myself. I just want to end this video off by saying that daughters who have deadbeat fathers should not have to go through this. This is very present in the black community. And as an activist, I would not think that you would be a deadbeat because you rep the black community so much. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a hypocrite. You can't say do A, but you're doing B. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all. Hello guys. So I just wanted to come on here with a small update. I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother, and she just told me that that's her daughter. So yes, y'all, I found her. I'm going to give her a call and talk to my sister when she gets out of school. So, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. All that, oh, are you going to show us the DNA test? No, because it's not your business. Why? I don't have to prove nothing to y'all internet folks. I know what it is in real life. So no, you're not getting a DNA test. What else have I seen? Why are you coming to the internet with this? I already tried to get in contact with him. He shut me down and ignored me. What else I've been seeing? Oh, you trying to tear down Dr. Umar? No, I'm not. He tore himself down by not building a relationship with his own daughter. What's another question I saw? It's a bunch of questions I seen, but y'all don't know nothing. That's my dad. I have the right. And that's my sister. I have the right. Clock it. Trying to use your phone.
Now, before we move on, what do you guys think about what she just said? Listen, people are saying that this is his daughter. I can't say for sure because I don't know. I'm going to have to say allegedly, but if this is allegedly his daughter, then he definitely needs to reach out to his daughter because clearly, even though she say, oh, she don't care about a relationship, she just want to find her sister because, allegedly he has other children that he's not, that are not in his life as well. She's not the only one from what we're hearing. And, she wants to have a relationship with her sister. So, people were coming at her and telling her, oh, we need you to prove that you're his daughter. They don't want to believe that this is the case. But once again, this is not new. This has been circulating for some time. Umar Johnson himself had said back in the past that he hadn't seen his kids because he was putting it on the mother, and we know that could be an issue. So I guess nobody, some people didn't really, see nothing wrong with it, but he said it himself that, he had to get supervised visitation for his kids. We don't know why. And a lot of things, but I think this is unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate because he does speak a lot about, family and all of this type of thing and the black queens and he's pro-black and things of that nature and how, so it does seem a little hypocritical if you don't have a relationship with your own children. I'm just saying, I just, and, and I mean, as a father, even though it's hard, it could be rough. If you really want a relationship with your child, in my opinion, just my opinion, then you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that you have a relationship with your child. Even if the mother is the most horrible creature out there, because we know there are a lot of them out there, you're still going to do everything in your power to make sure that you are in your child's life because that's important to you. You know what I'm saying? So of course, we know it's difficult if the women are difficult. We don't know if that's the case in Umar Johnson's situation. But at this point, once again, she's an adult. So now you don't have to go through the child support, the mother, or any of that. You can definitely, if you wanted a relationship with your child and you was being stopped, the mother, if that was the case, was stopping you, you have free reign now to go out and build a relationship with your daughter. That's all I'm saying. Let's continue.
Father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have 2 daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about? Why is that your only focus? You have 2 daughters and you are not present in their lives. Let's focus on that, Dr. Umar. Clock that T.
Okay, let me pause it here because this is Dr. Umar speaking out. Rick H-Town, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat, sis. I'm sorry, but is he really a deadbeat or was he alienated as a parent? Women only tell the parts of their story that make them look like the angels. And true, of course, Rick H-Town, you got a great point there, but we don't know. We don't know because this is his daughter at 22. The mother has nothing. If you were alienated, think about it. And thank you for the super chat. If you were alienated from the mother and you couldn't see your child and you did everything you could, usually when the children become adults, they look for their parents. I've seen this happen with guys who actually went and found their fathers and had a conversation with their fathers. And when they found out, they got all of the tea. They got all of the information from the fathers. Hey, that your mother kept me away from you. She moved this and that. There's literal stories out here of men telling. But what happened was the son found the fathers, got the information, and they became close. Because now that he's an adult, yes, he missed out on that childhood because the mother was the combative one, but they formed the relationship as the child grew up. And that's what I'm saying. If that was the case in the Dr. Umar situation, I'm just going off of what they're presenting. If this is really his daughter and she's being honest, and she reached out to him, there's nothing stopping him at this point from building a relationship with his daughter if that's what he was trying to do the whole time. Does that make sense? That's what I'm saying. Pharaoh says, it is or not, it should be a private conflict. That's true. He has stole millions from black people. He deserves consequences, but she is more that Umar and and her look bad. I get what you're trying to say, Pharaoh. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you, sir. This is what Umar Johnson posted. It says, "Good Harvey Day. As I don't live in the prison of other people's opinions, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you, as my 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, activist, Pan-Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. Neither the coonocracy, there he goes, nor the YouTubian struggle streamer community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. I have no problem with this conversation being public. Oh, wow. But her mother must be present for that conversation. Why, though? She needs to keep the same energy and bring her mother to the table. I am sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all of my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is not so not cool. So he acknowledges that that's his daughter right there, when he says trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is not so not cool. Hashtag no more lies. Hashtag tell the whole truth. Hashtag Prince Pan-Africanism. Hashtag most requested scholar. And I think because he is the parent and he's the older one in this situation, it would be on him, in my opinion, to take this off of social media. To, if you get her number, have a conversation with her privately, and y'all work this out privately. And for him to say, hey, this is my daughter, we're going to work this out privately and keep it moving. I think that's on him to do, because he's supposed to be the most mature one, in my opinion. So he acknowledges that is his daughter right there. Let's continue. Now, this is small, y'all. Let me see. Peace and Pan-Africanism. If this is in fact my daughter. Now he's saying, if this is in fact my daughter, which he acknowledged it on the other one. Is there a reason why you're not messaging me directly from your cell phone? The person says, this is my iCloud, but my phone number is, and they blinked out. So she gives him her phone number. It says, text me from your phone. Then she says her name, and then I guess she texts. Then it says, this is a different number. Why the different numbers? And then she put something there. And then he says, do you have any other children? I would love to meet them. Do you have their numbers? So I guess this is his alleged daughter reaching out to him first, and then I guess the other parts came out. But he did acknowledge that is his daughter, because, but honestly, look, this is just messy. And anytime it comes to family, I think it should be talked about privately. And if, she says she tried to reach out to him and she got no response, clearly this is them talking here. My thing is, as the father in this situation, it's up to you to be the more responsible one. And you the one if you really want a relationship with your daughter and she's looking for a relationship, then it's up to you to establish that. That's just what it is. I don't understand. So it makes me wonder if that's his intentions, if that's what he really wants. That would be the conclusion that I will come to, because I'm like, come on, it doesn't take all that. If you've been trying to be in your child's life for the longest and the mother was the combative one, because usually these fathers that we see who have tried, they don't hesitate when the opportunity permits itself for them to be in their child's life. They don't hesitate because they've always been trying to do it. So instead of making it messy, you should be just trying to have the conversation with her and starting a relationship with her if you've been trying to do it all that time. That's all I'm saying. I want to play this little clip first, and then we're going to get into what Umar Johnson had to say. Here we go.
The big reasons why we don't see more marriage is black men are afraid of what will happen if this relationship goes south. alimony plus child support, that can destroy your black man. Even if you're middle class, you've got a good income, that can break you down. So if we want to heal the black family, we're going to have to heal that child support system as well.
Have you ever been on child support?
I'm on child support now for my 13-year-old. And I was on child support for my 22-year-old.
See?
Yeah, and
that's where it's coming from. I feel you. I ain't on it though, but
no, remember, I didn't say it should be done away with.
Right.
You follow me?
Right.
They need money. I was put on child support because I didn't marry the mothers of my children. They both wanted to get married. And what I said was, I didn't dismiss it.
Right.
Because I would love to be married to the mother of my child. But your pregnancy is not going to dictate family. What we're going to do is let's continue to date and explore this. If they would have been patient, they would have been married in 12 months. Because I am that type of man. I couldn't let them know that.
Right.
But they were so arrogant in feeling like I was obligated to wife them up that they showed me their true colors too soon.
Right.
And I saw the type of woman I was dealing with. Not to say that there's anything wrong with them.
Right.
But I saw how they were with me. And I said, she ain't the one who can walk.
You having any more children?
Okay, what do y'all think about what he had to say there? Let me know in the chat. I don't know. So, it's a lot. But the way Umar Johnson talks, you would think that he would have got married and then had his children. You know, he's been doing this for a long time. He is not new to the Pan-Africanness and all that. He's been doing this for a long time. You know, and then he's had these views for a long time. So you would think that if that's truly the way he felt, if you would make sure that you found got the right woman and married her before you had a child with her. And then you have several baby mothers. So neither one of them were you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some accountability somewhere. And I try to keep it equal, but when you see something just isn't adding up. And like I said, we covered Umar Johnson for almost 2 years. And this type of discussion has always come up. And I'm really like, after all this time, I thought all of this had been squashed. I really thought that the relationship with him and his children was better and it was thriving after all these years, but apparently not. This is not a new conversation. I don't understand. After all this time, I'm kind of shocked that now that his daughter is coming forward, because when they were younger, this was the conversation. Then the relationship wasn't good, but now she's grown and it's still an issue. Anyone who doesn't hit the like button is sub to Stank Dank the Moss OnlyFans. Well, we're going to talk about that too, Pharaoh. Thank you for the super chat. We're going to talk about that. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, y'all. Yeah, this is crazy though. Let me know what y'all think in the chat though. I want to go ahead and pull up another clip. Let's see, of Umar, I guess, kind of responding to this. And I want y'all to listen. We're gonna kind of go through it because he's long-winded and he got to say things 3 times. Child. And I ain't got time for that. We got to move on. But I'm gonna go ahead and play. And this is allegedly, I guess, him responding. So hopefully he's not too long-winded, y'all. Hit the like button, please.
Peace and Pan-Africanism.
He's on
Peace and
tape.
Pan-Africanism.
Oh, God.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism.
We only need
Peace
one.
and
Come on
Pan-Africanism.
now.
Peace and Pan-Africanism.
Please.
This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade Nana Payena, coming to you live and direct from Stockholm, Sweden. Where my Swedish Africans at? Where my Swedish Africans at? Where my Swedish Africans at? Where my Stockholm Africans at? Where my Stockholm Africans at? Where my Stockholm Africans at? Where are my Scandinavian Pan-Africanists at right now?
All right, come on.
I say, where are my Scandinavian meeting on Saturday is sold out. Shout out to my Stockholm, Sweden.
I should have edited it.
Where is Mama Smurf? From the mud of the ocean. I said, the best thing you can do, or the worst thing you can do, is mind my business. Because I'm going to block your ass. And you're going to be in the book of Negroes.
Baby,
Okay?
he been putting people in the book of Negroes. He been putting people in the book of Negroes. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Trying to build your struggle streamer career off of my back. Coming up out of nowhere. Acting like you've been looking for me. Get Mama Smurf. When When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for when can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down? Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do the sit down? When can we do the sit down? Been paying.
Umar, call her up, baby. You could orchestrate the sit down. You set it up and get it straight. You so instead of allowing it to go on social media and become messy, set it up, brother man, leader. Africa, Ifan Tunde, what is it? Ifan Tunde. Come on now, you set it up. Get ahead of this. Don't let if there's lies and there's untruths in all of this, and if they're not telling the truth, get ahead of it. Do not let allow people to if it's not true to slander your name. Get ahead of it. That's what I would think any person would do. Get her number. Seem like she gave you the number. Get that number. Call her up. She can get her mother on the phone and y'all have that conversation privately. This should not be all over social media. I'm just saying this is really an important matter in my opinion. And I'm like, look, get ahead of it. And I think anybody who understands the importance of family and when it's your kids involved, because these children have issues when they don't have their fathers in their lives. These children have issues when the family is torn apart, and doing this is just a more of a psychological aspect that is continuing to divide y'all, continuing to make it worse on their end, because the children are the ones who are always suffering from these types of things. The parents going to move on and continue to live their lives, but it's the children are the ones who are suffering, and it's partly why the children end up being the ones lashing out and going to social media. Remember, this is what they do. When we were coming up, there was no social media. We had to deal with it mentally, rock and, talk to ourselves. We couldn't go on social media and vent and tell people what was going on or try to reach out in that way. We had to decompartmentalize, and we had to go in, and just, go inward with our issues and feelings. We didn't have no therapists and all this kind of stuff. These kids have social media where they can go in there and tell people and get it out there, and they try to, they can expose everything. That's their way of kind of dealing with whatever they're dealing with. And so I think as the father, even though it's a crazy situation, if you're thinking about the child, then you have to do what's best for the child. To hell with the mother. If this children are this woman here is an adult now, 22 years old. So to hell with the mother at this point. If it's a point where you really want to fix the situation and really get your daughter to a better state, then that's all that matters. To hell with everything else. You can't change anything that's happened in the past, but you can definitely do something about today. So if the focus is the child and the well-being of the child, that's who you focus on. You get your daughter's number. You have a conversation with it. It doesn't have to be on public. We don't need to see to sit down. That's none of our business, really. And that we shouldn't be privy to that. That's something y'all should handle that privately and keep it moving. That's it. Because to me, you don't put your family on display like that. You know what I mean? You don't deal with personal issues on social media. That's a disaster waiting to happen. And that's not making it better. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Successful MD says he's using YouTube for baby daddy child support payments. Thank you for the super chat, Successful MD. Successful MD all said he says black women are queens but not married. Right. And that's the discrepancy that a lot of people have with Umar's statements. Thank you for the super chat once again, Successful MD. The clown is a repeat baby daddy, no excuses, and I'm just saying, just like we hold the women accountable, the men have to be held accountable too. Thank you, Successful MD, once again. I mean, you can't ignore stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. And once again, like I said, even if the mother, because we don't know for sure. I've been hearing a lot of stuff, but I was not there, so I can't say for sure. That's why I'm going to say allegedly. But if allegedly that was the case when the child was young and you couldn't get access to your kid, that's on the mother, not the kid. So now that the child is reaching out, and a lot of young people lash out because they're hurt and they don't know what's going on. And yes, they're going to lash out and maybe not come across the best way. That's what young people do. But as the mature parent, that's where you step in. Hold on, wait a minute. We're not going to take this social media. Give me your number and I'm going to call you and we're going to work this out. And if anything, I would have loved to hear Umar say, and maybe he has said it. I don't know. We're going to hear what he said. Hey, we're not going to talk about this. That is my daughter, but we're going to keep it private. We're going to move on. And we will not be discussing this. And I spoke to her and let her know not to post anything else. You talk to her so she don't have to go to social media, because that's for y'all private consumption. That's not for the public. I'm just saying, if you really want to build a relationship and keep it intact, that's what the parent would do. That's what I would do. Let's continue.
Child support since you damn near came out the womb. Deadbeat who? When can we have a sit down? Child support started, you wasn't even out your mama yet, and she took me to child support. Deadbeat who? Deadbeat who? Child custody file this thick. What are we talking about? Where is Mama Smurf? Where is Mama Smurf? Can we please have a sit down? Brothers and sisters, you can fool some of the people all the time, and you can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool some of the people all the time, and you can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool all the people some of the time, and you can fool some of the people all the time. But you can't fool the Prince of Pan-Africanism any of the time. Calling me names? Using profanity? Really? Really? Disrespectful mouth? Because you want to build your career. Okay. No problem.
Now, I didn't see, there's other videos, so maybe I'm missing something, because the video that I saw, I didn't think it was disrespectful. Maybe that's because there's other videos I've seen a little bit of where they did a live stream and the sisters were arguing, and there's a lot going on, child. I don't know what's going on. It's just a lot of conflict with with his kids, seems like. And it could be because he's not there to regulate it. And this would be the perfect opportunity, in my opinion, to get in there and make a difference now that you can, if that's what you're trying to do. I'm just saying, forget the past. Once again, there's no fixing that. You can't rectify that, no matter whose fault it is. But this is the opportunity now to make a difference in your daughter's lives. If this is the opportunity. There's no excuses now. There's no excuses. Child support, all of that's done. Let's continue.
Build your career, princess. I want you to be happy. I want you to do what you must do, but you're not going to lie on me. You're not going to lie on me. Lord have mercy. Social media. I told you to mind your business. When I say mind your business, I mean mind your business. Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists. Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists. We will do anything for attention. I'm not getting on nobody live, sister. Let me say this again. Y'all still don't understand. Y'all still at ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. Where my Stockholm Africans at? I think I'm going out tonight. Where my Stockholm?
See, he played too much for me. I'm sorry. Successful MD, thank you for the super chat. Says, why should should we be swayed by synonyms from the thesaurus? Thank you for the super chat. Lord have mercy. Child, he played too much for me. I'm just like, This is why, honestly, y'all, I can't take Dr. Umar Johnson seriously, because this is your daughter we're talking about. This is not like a troll on social media. This is your daughter. You know, you should, if your child is become a social media person, why? I'm just saying, like, come on, something it ain't adding up. Thank you, successful MD. Garudo Legend says, at this juncture, I want to know how many kids Umar mixed his chocolate with milk. How many kids Umar mixed his chocolate with milk? He might be the red bone. What's that? What is that? Harbinger? He likes the milk, confirmed. Thank you, Garudo Legends, for the super chat. I appreciate you, child. Baby, listen, I don't know, child. I don't know. It's something they adding up. And I mean, once again, this just looks weird to me. It looks weird to me. This is your daughter. This is theatrics. This is what he does. Says it 3 times and it's supposed to mean, okay, it's all good. Nah, it ain't right. Let's continue.
Home Africans at? What's popping tonight? We got any black events in Sweden tonight? I think I'm going to walk the streets and pull up tonight. Well, we got some spoken word. We got a conscious cipher. We got a Pan-African powwow. Is there a Pan-African powwow somewhere in Sweden tonight? At ease, my queen. At ease, my queen. I'm not going on nobody's live. If you don't know nothing about me after all these years, you should know one thing. Dr. Umar don't give a damn about what you think of him. I could care less. I love y'all. I love you now. Don't get it to it. I love my people, my African people, but I don't give a damn what you think of me. I want to be clear now. Your opinion matters not. At ease, my queen. Your opinion matters not. And if you can't tell the difference between somebody hurting and somebody looking for an opportunity, and if you can't tell the difference between somebody hurting and somebody looking for an opportunity, and if you can't tell the difference between somebody hurting and somebody looking for an opportunity, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know.
But what opportunity is she looking for when she's saying, hey, what other opportunity is she looking for? Like what? To start talking? I don't know. Rick H-Town, thank you once again for the super chat, says parental alienation is real. Women will manipulate their kids to hate the other parent to where he will have no choice but to wash their hands. That may be true, but we don't know for sure if that's the case here, Rick. I get what you're saying, and I believe 2 things can be true at the same time. And I do think that is a thing, but we don't know for sure if that is, because from what the daughter is saying, she's an adult. She tried to reach out to him, but he ignored her. So if he ignores her, these people nowadays, they take it to social media. And as the father, if he said he paid child support for the whole time. So you know that that's your child. So why not try to develop a relationship with your child and separate her from the mother, because she's not the mother, especially if she's trying to reach out, is all I'm saying. If the child is trying to reach out, why not reach back if you really want a relationship with your child and see where it goes? There are people who have done that and the relationship just didn't work because some of the children have been, what's the word I'm looking for? Have been like poisoned against the fathers. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. And, the fathers try to develop the relationship with the child, but in some cases, it just don't work. It just don't work. But what I'm saying is he knows that that's his daughter. So he should be the bigger person, in my opinion. Take it off social media or direct that. Take the leadership. Take lead. He's the leader. Take the leadership in this and say, hold on, we're not going to air this dirty laundry out on social media. He's the older, more, responsible person, in my opinion, at least you're supposed to be. You direct this. You take leadership of this situation. You take the front, and lead this and direct this to the way you want it to be. If she's lying on you, handle that outside of this. Get it together. Show what it is, as opposed to doing what he's doing here, because this is almost kind of like dismissing it. And Umar Johnson does this a lot. He'll talk about it and he talk about the kunocracy and the people and block everybody who have a difference of opinion. He's done this for years. And then he moves on. And my thing is, if this is your blood, this is your daughter. She said she tried to reach out to you. We saw text messages of her giving a phone number to him. So she gave you some type of phone number. If you want to sit down with her and the mother, have it. What's stopping you from doing it? That don't have to be public. She don't have to reach out for that. It's up to you to reach out. That's your daughter. That's your seed. The relationship with the mothers, that's over with. You have daughters now who you can directly speak to and get an understanding, try to at least. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least you be the one to try, and that shouldn't be on social media. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Rick H. Town, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Farrell says, we need a no Vaseline caliber diss against Umar. Child. Farrell, you a mess. Thank you for the super chat, Farrell. Success Family says, I know that school must be on Jupiter or Mars, child. This school ain't. Child, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, it's just a lot that's been brewing. And this, like I said, this is not new. And this is not new. There's a whole backstory behind all of this. It's a lot going on. And yeah, I think he is still taking donations for that school. When they say the school is on the abandoned list, the abandoned something. We've talked about the taxes that was owed on the school, all kinds of stuff that's going on, and the school is still not open. But hold on, that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. But let's continue.
I have time for no podcast, my brother. I'm not starting no podcast. Stop trying to turn me into a YouTubian, Dr. Umar. What I need a podcast for when I got more YouTube videos than anybody alive? Why? For what? What I need a podcast for? Why am I interviewing people when I know more than they know? Does that make any sense to you? Why is the scholar interviewing the non-scholar? I don't need no damn podcast. I'm an activist, institution builder. FDMG is coming. FDMG.
Just tell us when it's coming, Dr. Umar. That's all. Me and my husband was going to donate to the school. We just want to know what the actual date of the school opening was going to be, so we can finalize a donation to help. But the date kept changing. It kept changing. It's changed multiple times, and it's doesn't seem to be enough donations. There was a lot of donations raised initially, and then he got the building, and now the building is just kind of sitting there. They've done, the dates just keep changing. They keep changing, and by now I thought the school would have been open. I'm just saying. Not being mean, just saying. Did Umar and Tia Mowry graduate together with honors? A graduation and a celebration? They probably did, child. Lord, there's so much more with Umar Johnson. I'm just saying that I could go into, but I won't. It's a graduation and a celebration. Child, they probably did, child. I don't know. Thank you, Successful MD. Let's continue.
Jeez, where is the mother at? I can't believe all you YouTubians and nobody asked this child, where is your mother? Can we hear from your mother? Where is the mother? Nobody's asking for the mama. Nobody's asking for the mama. Y'all just so anxious to see me belittled. Y'all just so interested in seeing me disgraced. Nobody even said, where's the mama? Can we talk to your mama? Can we talk to your mama? Nobody's asking for the mama. Where is the mama? Where is the mama? Go on her page and say, where is your mama? What is your mama's Instagram? We want to ask her some questions. Where's your mama's face? Where is the mother? And none of y'all asking no questions.
Well, why they need the mother? I'm just curious. If the mother was in her life, why was she asking for you to be in her life? So why we need the mama information to ask her what? You're right there. And that's what I'm saying. You should be able to direct this situation or to, kind of direct this in the way that you want it to go. But he just kind of, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I've never seen men, I'm just saying, act in this way. If you want something to happen as a man, as a person, you make it happen. You make it happen. You're the one who's the Pan-African. You're the one we know. We don't know the mamas. They're not famous. You're YouTube famous and, activism famous. Pan-African is famous. You're the one we know. So it's like any situation, if somebody comes out with an allegation or something towards you as the celebrity of the group, then people are going to direct it towards you. It's up to you to change that narrative or to do something about it. And in this case, from what we've seen, she's giving you the number. So why don't you go handle that? We don't know the mama. We don't know nothing about her. We don't know nothing about her. She apparently, allegedly was there. So, but you weren't allegedly. So if anything, you should be saying, listen, we're not going to talk about this no more. If anything, it would have been a conversation like, look, we're not going to talk about this. That's my daughter, but we're not going to handle this like this on social media. So I'm not going to talk anymore about it. I'm going to contact her. We're going to handle this and y'all keep it moving. That would have been it. Keep it moving and go have a conversation with her and ask her the questions, why she brought it to social media and how y'all need to proceed from there. That's how you handle that. I know this is very petty. It's very petty in my opinion. And you're dealing with your daughter. Success Family says his school opens on Neverary 32.99 child. Never. Oh damn. Oh my God. Thank you, Successful MD. Is he still with Pookie Hana? Child, I don't know nothing about that. I saw the video clips. Child, I don't know, Pharaoh. I don't know. Thank you, Pharaoh. I have no clue, child. I don't follow all of that. That's just a mess. Let's continue.
None of y'all asking no questions. This is how you know that this is not about the truth. This is how you know this is not about the truth. She living in the mama house and nobody asking where the mama at. Lord have mercy. Look, you can't make this up. You living in the mama house and nobody says, where's your mama? Not one time. Not one time, brothers and sisters. Where the mama at? She know the story. Mama know. Mama knows. Mama know. Where mama at? But you know what? Okay.
You can tell he about to block somebody. Well, he catch a comment. He don't like.
You got a weave in your head. I want you to get that crusty weave off your head. You know, I'm in Sweden with my Swedish Africans. Can't wait to see everybody. I'm going for a tour tomorrow. I'm going on a tour tomorrow. If you need to reach me, +1 215 989. My Swedish Africans, if you need to reach me, Lord, I'm looking forward to the conversation. I'm looking forward to the conversation. I'm in Stockholm right now. I'm in Stockholm right now. I'm in Stockholm right now. Really?
I don't know what he talks about.
Somebody said, well, I'm not going to entertain this. I got to maintain discipline. Thank you for recognizing a clout chaser when you see one. Thank you for recognizing a clout chaser when you see one. Thank you for recognizing a clout chaser when you see one. Is there a reason why the mother didn't join her for the video? Why isn't Mama Smurf in the video with Baby Smurf? Why isn't Mama Smurf in the video with Baby Smurf? Why isn't Mama Smurf in the video with Baby Smurf? How you doing, my beautiful African sisters? How y'all doing tonight? Alpha males, unapologetically African, anti-snow bunny alpha male. Sweden, I'm looking forward to seeing my sweetie. Check that out. Baby Smurf. Baby Smurf, I want you to get off of social media for a minute. Stop looking ridiculous. Get off social media for a minute, Baby Smurf. Stop looking ridiculous. And I want you to get Mama Smurf. And on Thursday, 1 week from today, I'm calling you out, you and Mama Smurf. I want a respectable, private FDMG tour and luncheon. Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa. Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware. Let's put it into this right now. Let's see who really telling the lies around here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and Big Papa, can we please meet on Thursday? You got red hair. There's nothing more disrespectful than your red hair. A black woman with red hair, you must be Satan's wife. A black woman with red hair, you must be Satan's wife. And I bet you your husband got 3 raisins on his top lip, a crust stash. You got red hair and your husband got 3 raisins on his top lip, a crust stash. Happy 68th Ghanaian independence. I said happy 68th Ghanaian independence. Crust stash, a crazy crust stash. 3 craisins on his top lip. With your red head. A crazy.
This dude here.
Can we listen? Baby Smurf and Mama Smurf.
God.
And I know Mama Smurf want to see me because she ain't seen me in so long. Mama Smurf, you want to see King Kong, don't you? Mama Smurf. Mama Smurf. Where you hiding at, Mama Smurf? Mama Smurf, why you hiding and you got Baby Smurf out there doing your dirty work? Mama Smurf, where Mama Smurf at? Mama Smurf, this ain't good, Mama Smurf. You shouldn't have Baby Smurf out there. But this is what I want to do. I'm going to meet with Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf one Thursday from today. Can I please meet with Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf 1 week from today? We're going to go to lunch and we're going to sit down, the 3 of us, and work this out. Okay. Baby Smurf, you know my number because you been had my number. You can lie on social media. You can lie all you want on social media. I know the truth. I'm not crashing out. No, this is not no crashing out. This is an invitation to a beautiful black queen and a beautiful black princess to clear the air. This is a conversation for a beautiful African queen and a beautiful African princess to clear the air. This is a conversation for a beautiful African queen and a beautiful African princess to clear the air. 1 week from today, can we have lunch? I just want to have lunch. Can everybody go back over to Baby Smurf? Go to Baby Smurf and tell her.
Why don't you go tell her? Why don't you tell her? This is petty. This is petty. Why you can't go and talk to your daughter? Go talk to her. And you tell her, hey, we can meet somewhere. Why does the people gotta go tell her? That's childish, in my opinion, child.
King Kong.
That's childish.
Wants to have lunch with you on Thursday. Can we have a face-to-face lunch on Thursday? All my Dr. Umar supporters, flood her inbox. What time and where at on Thursday? That's all we want to know.
So we got it.
What time and where at on Thursday? That's all I want to know.
Crazy.
What time and where at on Thursday? 7 days from Ghana's Independence Day. 1 week from Ghanaian independence, I want to have a sit down with Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf. You want to have lunch with me, Tina Swagsby? Tina Swagsby, we can't have lunch, Sister Tina. I love you. I love you, Tina Swagsby, but we can't have lunch. Do you want to know why we can't have lunch, Tina Swagsby? Because your hair is not yours. I love you, my sister. No disrespect. I love you, my sister. No disrespect. Tina Swagsby, I love you. You are my African sister. I love you. But we can't have lunch because you don't wear your own hair. I need black women to go natural.
Dang.
I need black women to go natural. A relentless, are you minding my business? Because I'm going to block you. At ease, my queen.
You gonna block
At
the hell
ease,
out of
my
you.
queen. At ease, my queen.
Why you gotta block them though?
Tina not offended. Tina know I love her, but y'all know I'm all about happy to be nappy. You need to get right with Baby Smurf.
For real. For real.
Oh, gosh.
That was true.
Baby Smurf, Mama Smurf, and I know Mama Smurf want to see me. I know Mama Smurf want to see me. Mama Smurf need a hug from Papa Bear.
Maybe she don't want to see.
Mama Smurf need a hug from Papa Bear because she ain't seen me in like 2 decades. So Mama Smurf
Maybe she
is
don't want to
overdue
see. That's why.
for a hug from Papa Bear. But Mama Smurf, you shouldn't have Baby Smurf out here tripping like this. This is wrong now.
Lord.
Because you know what you've done. You should not have Baby Smurf tripping out here like this. Okay. Crusty.
Not somebody. Child, listen. Listen. Maybe she don't want to see you. Maybe that's why she wasn't on the live. Maybe your daughter is an adult and now she can do things on her own. She don't need Mama Smurf to tell her what to do. I'm assuming. You know, it's all an assumption. Maybe she thought of this on her own. Maybe she was like, hey, like she's maybe there is some truth to what she's saying. Just maybe, you know, that she really want to meet her other siblings that she's never met. And maybe she does want a relationship with you, but she wants you to, as the father, to reach out to her. Maybe this is a cry for help. Maybe this is, you know, her way of getting your attention so that you can, you know, so she can hopefully have a conversation with you. I wouldn't be surprised you meet with her, she break down crying. Then maybe you should give her the truth. We don't really need the truth, to be honest. We don't really need to know the ins and outs. We don't really need to know what happened. That's between you, the baby mama, and your daughter. That really doesn't have anything to do with us for real. This is a sensitive topic. And it's not something that needs to be all over social media. But to say, oh, y'all go flood the inbox with that information is almost like a kid who don't know how to speak for himself telling other people to speak for him. No, that's not how you handle that. You get it off of you. You first clear the air with the social media. You go contact her so that she doesn't go to social media, and you talk to her and hash out whatever differences y'all have. Even if the mama did put her up to it, you supposed to get ahead of that and go handle that because you don't want your name to be slandered all over social media for something that's not true. So when that happens, just like any celebrity or anybody else, if somebody is slandering your name and lying on you, you either get lawyers or you lawyer up, you get people in place to send cease and desist or do whatever you need to do to make sure this person stops doing this because they're slandering your name. What they're saying is untrue. From what I heard the young lady say, it didn't sound anything. She said she was not trying to do that actually. And that she just wanted, she said she didn't even care about a relationship. She just wanted to find her siblings, her sisters. She said she found her. They were not, they were actually saying the opposite, that they don't want to slander your name. So I don't understand where the slandering comes from. And I think maybe he just didn't like the fact that she came out saying anything. And this is where, to me, and it's just my opinion, y'all, where you, as you know, the leader of the situation, you take this in control. You come on, you got to be bigger than the child, right? You don't move and act like your child. You're more advanced than your child. You're supposed to be more mature than your children. So you take charge. You lead that situation and get it to where you want it to be. But instead, it's, in my opinion, he's egging it on and he's like pushing it and he's not resolving it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like if my child came on social media saying some crazy stuff about me, then I'm going to handle that. I'm going to talk to my child, get to the bottom of the situation, and either have that, whatever was said, if it was untrue, either it would be removed or either whoever they are, whatever one it is, will be on there making an apology saying, I apologize for saying this. You know, I shouldn't have come on. It'll be an apology. It'll be a removal. And then we would have a discussion behind closed doors. No, it would be no more after that. That's just my opinion. And I mean, yeah, it's just petty and childish in my opinion. Now that's not how you handle these types of situations. And yes, maybe the daughter shouldn't have come out on social media with it, but as the parent, you got to be the bigger person in my opinion, because you're older, you're wiser. You're supposed to be the wiser one. You children do crazy stuff all the time. That's why they have parents there to direct them and correct them. You don't just sit back as the parent and just be like, oh well, let them do what they want to do. And you just sit back and then criticize them for doing crazy shit. That's what children do, crazy stuff. So as the parent, no, you're supposed to direct them, tell them when they're wrong, try to fix the situation, let them know there's consequences, and move on. And you handle it within the household. So I just think this could have been avoided by him. He could have contacted her and had a conversation with her now. Well, you don't have to wait a week from now. Have a conversation with her now. What's going on? Or whatever. If it's a misunderstanding, especially if it's a misunderstanding. If it's a misunderstanding and the mother is up to no good, then that's where you really want to have a conversation with her so she can understand what's going on. That her mother lied to her, if that's the case, or that the mother did X, Y, Z, and this is a lie, and I've been doing this, and she kept me from you. This is where you should have that conversation with the child, because if she was brainwashed or told lies, you can definitely give her your input. A lot of times there are situations where we don't hear from the men, right? We always hear the woman's side of things. Now, in these cases here, we have not, as far as I can recall, I have not seen the mothers of his children come out on social media broadly speaking negatively on him. I haven't. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but as far as I've been following Umar Johnson, I have not seen his mother, the baby mothers, come out and just start bashing him and saying all kinds of things about him publicly on social media. I haven't seen that. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, all we hear is Umar Johnson's side. We didn't hear from the mother's side or the women's side of all of this. At least I haven't. If y'all have, let me know, but I haven't. So it's like, in this case, we only hear what he said, and he's not saying a whole lot. So yeah, it's just crazy. But once again, this is not something that should be on social media. That's your daughter. Go have a conversation with your daughter. You don't need the mother to be there. She's an adult. So why we need the mother there? If anything, you don't need her there, because she'll try to corrupt her even further. You have a conversation with her. You don't want no beef with the mother. If the mother is not in play at this point, she's irrelevant at this point, because your daughter is grown. So have the conversation with the daughter. Tell her what's the truth, because maybe she don't know. And you clear that with your daughter. And leave the mama out of it at this point. Because if she was the problem, why would you want to introduce her? Why would you even want to see her if she's been lying on you and telling the daughter lies? You don't need to communicate with her anymore. I love how Deion Sanders move. Deion Sanders, when he see Pilar, he get the hell out of Dodge. When he see her coming, he move on, because he claimed allegedly that she lied on him, lied that he was doing something with his, abusing her and all kinds of things. But when she's anywhere in the vicinity, he wants no parts of her. He wants to have nothing to do with her. His his children have a relationship with their mother, of course, and they have a relationship with him. And their relationship with their parents seems really good. But the two of them, he wants no parts of her. He dodges her like the plague. Deion don't want to have anything to do with her, because from what he said, she lied on him. She tried to tear him down. And he's not going to forget that. Tried to make his kids think negatively of him and a whole lot of other things. So he avoids her. And that makes sense to me. If these hyenas out here who are really doing horrible things and lying on these men, it'll make you not want to have nothing to do with her, but you still love your child. See, the child is not the mother. So you want to do everything you can to keep a healthy relationship with your child. But her, you don't got nothing to do with her. Look, you love your mother. And I love you. Me and her don't have to have nothing. We don't have to even talk to each other, unless it's about you, the child, and that's it. So this is where I don't agree with Umar Johnson whatsoever, where oh, the mother needs to be. You don't need to sit down with her. Your child is an adult. Have a conversation with your adult child, and you repair that relationship. Whatever the mother said, you can clear that up with her, and hopefully the child is open. Now, if the child isn't open and she just want to believe, because then we have a situation with 50 Cent and 50 Cent and his son. That's a different example of where the son is just, he's not. From what we've seen, clearly he, is not really feeling his father. The mama done brainwashed him so much, so he not trying to hear anything his father is saying. So when you have a situation like that, you can try all you want. If the child is running from you and don't want to have nothing to do with you, you can't force it. You know what I mean? But you at least try. You try, and if they just don't see, there's nothing you could do at that point. But yeah, I don't think that's the whole point of the child. When the child becomes an adult, they can make decisions for themselves. You no longer have to go through the mother. And if she was toxic and bad as, some of them are, why would you want to deal with her? Why you need to sit down? Why are you talking about, well, she would love to see you. Maybe she don't. Do you want to see her? I'm like, why are you speaking like that? That don't sound right to me. That don't sound like a combative mama in this case. We know they exist, but I don't know. Because it seems the way he responded, it doesn't sound like it. Because I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with her. If you done lied on me all this time to my daughter, I would think I think men would be rushing to talk to their daughter and give her the information and tell her what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just find this a little sketchy, to me. And yeah, it's something don't sound right. But hopefully they can work it out. Hopefully they can get to the bottom of it. Hopefully he can have, however you got to do it. If you need him to go meet you at FDMG to have lunch outside of those little benches outside. I mean, if you need to go inside the school, and have with the inside the bandos, the trap building is what they call it. I don't know. I don't think it's there. I don't think there's no AC in there. They still haven't got the HVAC. I remember us covering the HVAC situation. He kept saying he couldn't find no black HVACers and they could never get the HVAC. And then the HVAC, I don't think it ever got fixed. I don't think. They just keep painting over paint after paint after paint. And the school is never getting opened. And, so I don't know. Hopefully if that's what it takes, maybe, you got to do it on his terms if you really want something to come out of it. So I'm going to leave it there, child. It is what it is. It's a hot mess to me, really. But what can you do? What can you do? It ain't our business to begin with. But hopefully they can work it out for the sake of him and his daughters. Hopefully, if that's what you want, hopefully y'all can work it out. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right. So let's move on. We're going to move on to this whole Corey Holcomb situation. I want to go ahead and play how Corey Holcomb responded to Kendra G. This was hilarious. Of course, I did post the video of Kendra G on Tamron Hall's show and her talking about a roster and all of that, if you guys remember that. And then, of course, I was sent a couple of videos of Kendra crashing out and talking about people using her content. And also she did a video to Corey Holcomb because of what he said about her from that Tamron Hall interview. She didn't like it, and so she responded, and she said a whole lot of things about Corey, and he needed YouTube and all of that. And so I'm not going to play all of those videos, but I'm going to play how Corey Holcomb responded to Kendra, and I want to get y'all thoughts on it. So make sure you chime in the chat. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Go ahead and hit that like button right now. And I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Here we go.
It's a wig wearing gremlin who mad at me because I brought up something about her, that lady, Kendra G. You remember I brought up how I felt like she made a fool out of herself on Tamron Hall?
Yeah.
So she made a video to try to knock me and act like I came at her and everything. So I want to address it because it's fun to me. Right. I mean, like, I'm not mad at Kendra G, because whenever we talk one-on-one, I saw that she wasn't that sharp. Like, she used to be on the radio in Chicago, and I used to be like, oh, this is a knucklehead.
Right.
And our interviews would show that she's a knucklehead. But she really got mad when I spoke on how she made herself look bad on Tamron Hall show. So she was like, oh, Corey's career is nothing. Little Rail and Deion Cole and D-Ray, they're superstars. And she said, Corey's just a YouTuber. I want to say something about that first.
Yeah.
But wait, before I continue, how could she say Corey is just a YouTuber, but she's a YouTuber? It's funny how people, you're doing this, you're on YouTube as y'all are both YouTubers. But it's funny how people separate themselves from reality. She is a YouTuber. Why? I mean, I don't understand. You do a dating show on YouTube, right? It's on YouTube. We all watching it on YouTube. We're all on YouTube together. So what is the difference? We all YouTubers. But sometimes people in their head, like I said the other day, they see themselves as something more than everybody else, even though you're doing the same thing. Because honestly, honestly, Corey could make the same assumption about her that she, and I'm not saying this, I'm saying he could make the assumption that she's a YouTuber and she's not as successful as Tamron Hall. She doesn't have her own show like Tamron Hall. The same could be done to her. He could have, broke her down like that as well and said, oh, that's Kendra G, a YouTuber. She's on YouTube with her little dating show that she copied from Kevin Samuels. And she doesn't have her own show like Tamron Hall. You get what I'm saying? He could have made that same assumption. He could have done the same thing. But I just think people sometimes think that they're in their head, they're bigger than everybody else. And then they don't see you're kind of in the same lane. He's a comedian. He does shows. He goes out and does his comedy, which I think he's quite funny, to be honest. But also he's on YouTube. So she is, she's done, Kendra G has been around for a long time. She's done radio and what else? She's done interviews and things like that. But now she's on YouTube doing a dating show on YouTube. So you've done that. Now you're on YouTube. But I'm saying people could make that, could say the same thing about her. They could say she's not as famous as some other people. And why don't you have your own show like Tam? You know what I mean? They could make that. He could have said the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Let's continue.
Listen, whatever I do in the game, I'm from 5266 South State, apartment 1208, Robert Taylor home. Nigga, I beat the game. I beat the motherfucking game. Whatever you say about my career, I don't care about that. I come from a place where they motherfucking know how to make the elevator stop, put a gun through the damn thing, and rob you.
Dang.
I come from nothing. You can't dig at me with, he's only a YouTuber. I mean, I know some YouTubers that make some bread, right?
Millions, yeah.
I'm talking about.
Child, me too. I know lots of YouTubers who make really good money. Money. I'm just saying. They make a lot of money. So I don't think it's nothing to sneeze at, to be honest. There's a lot of people who make, a lot of YouTubers who make money than people on network TV. There are a lot of people on television shows who make less than what some YouTubers make. So I wouldn't belittle it. I think Kendra knows the potential of it. That's why she's doing it. I think she knows that there's money in it. That's why she's doing it. Otherwise, she would have went and found another avenue. You know what I'm saying? She said she quit her radio job and then she came to YouTube to do a dating show. Well, she was already doing a dating show on, I think she was on other social Facebook and stuff like that. So she was already doing it. And then decided to come to YouTube because it's an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is don't try to belittle somebody else to make yourself look bigger when y'all are doing the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Pharaoh, thank you for the super chat. Says, so petty many men by 50 Cent should be his theme. So petty many men by 50 should be his theme. Thank you, Pharaoh, for the super chat. I appreciate you, bruh. Successful MD says he's always in another country with the schools. Right. I don't understand it. but the one in Wilmington just sitting there, Lord, a big trap bando. I mean, come on, Lord have mercy. I mean, that's true. Thank you. Successful MD also says Kendra and her Timu wigs have been in movies. Really? Yeah, there's actors who don't get paid a lot of money. Just talk to them. There are a lot of actors, struggling actors out here who don't make a lot of money, baby. Y'all would be surprised. That's why people always see celebrities. They're like, oh my God. And when these celebrities tell you how much, when you see how much money they actually make, hell, they wish they could do a YouTube and be successful. A lot of them, that's why they go to social media. Hell, look at what's his name? The rapper. He's on Twitch. He made a lot of money on Twitch. Win, no matter what. No, that's not him. Wait, is it? Who sang that? That rapper. Damn, he got the braids. He went broke several times. He's a streamer. He's a streamer now, and or he did it at a time. He made money off from that. Like, there's nothing wrong with people finding other avenues to make money, but then to say somebody is struggling and unsuccessful, they could turn around and say the same to you. Irving Hunt, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I see you laughing, DeeDee. Corey, something else, child. He is funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. I be chuckling a lot. You know, he got a potty mouth. But a lot of things he say, it do be funny. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you, Irving. I appreciate you for the super chat. T-Pain, yes. T-Pain, you know, I think he's written stuff, produced stuff, and you know, I think he was on Twitch. He became a streamer recently, and you know, he does social media as well, and he makes money from it. You know, so there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But I just I think people are so stuck in their own head, and they believe their own hype. And they become this entitled person in their head, so they think that they're the best things to slice bread, but don't realize there's some cracks in your situation too. People could tear you apart just as easily, you know. And I just think it's to make them feel better about themselves. When you feel the need to tear, even if somebody says something that you don't like or is disrespectful, there's a certain way to handle that. Now, if somebody come for you and you meet them with that energy, I get it. What he did, he gave his opinion very harshly on her on the Tamron Hall show. So she clapped back at it, but why does it have to go into, you know, to the careers and all of that when y'all do the same thing? That's the only thing I'm saying. Thank you so much for the super chat. Farrell says Kendra G show, it's a mediocre YouTube dating show. She tried to connect a woman with CS from six kids' dads. KS was a money-making YouTuber. Thank you so much for the super chat, Farrell. And exactly. And I'm saying one could compare her. She don't like that. Compare her to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was much more successful. And that's facts. Thank you, Farrell, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, it made a lot. And then I think she took offense to when I think Corey says, you know, that a lot of people, you know, react to her content and get way more views than her. I think that kind of struck her a little harsh there too, you know. So, you know, and then now she's saying, oh, people are taking her content and trying to eat off of her and doing all this. Listen, these people who are reacting to her content, they've been reacting to content. This is not the first bit of content that they reacted to. They reacted to Kevin Samuels' content and many others' content that's out there. So she's not new. And I think that's the part she's going to have to realize. People who react to content. If it's popular, if it's salacious, people are going to react to it, and YouTube allows you to do that. That's why they put fair use into play, that you can react to copywritten material with, you know, adding yourself in it, adding, you know, something to it. Now, just straight ripping people's content, no, you can't do that. But that's why they put fair use into play, because there are a lot of reaction channels and people react to all types of different things. And I remember a time on YouTube and I had actually been on YouTube a long time with different platforms and stuff, where people wouldn't do that. A lot of times YouTube has changed so much. So there was a time where YouTube I can't remember what it was called, but there was something where you could react to somebody and put them in your video or something like that, or you could, they would repost you. I forgot how it went, but that was way back. Like, it's changed so much, but people have always reacted to content, but The only difference is content creators were not really necessarily reacting to each other's content. It was always other stuff. But now, because it's so vast and there's so many different things that you can react to depending on what type of channel you have, people react to all kinds of stuff. You can react to news segments. You can react to just about anything as long as you are putting your own individual take in there. You just can't straight rip people's content. That's where the fair use comes in at. And a lot of people don't like it. But as long as you're doing it the right way, it's a part of YouTube's guidelines. So it's a part of the guidelines. As long as you're doing it right, then it's not a problem. And a lot of people who try to flag people's reaction videos, a lot of times it falls back on them. And that's partly how Fresh and Fit lost their channel. Like partly they went and started flagging all these people because they didn't like what they were saying and it backfired. So you got to be cautious with that. And I always say you got to be cautious with fair use as well, because some stuff, may not be fair use. And if not, if you're just not doing it or following the YouTube guidelines, you could lose your channel behind that. But for the most part, if you're doing it the right way, you can react to anything that's on a public platform. Now, if you go take somebody's stuff that's private and they've never posted it publicly, then that's probably against the YouTube guidelines. But if as long as it's public, you post it in a public space where people can see it, then it could be fair use. So that's how that works. So I don't know if she's aware of that, but yeah, that's what that is. Let's continue.
Oh, that was desperate. But listen, I want to tell you, Kendra G, every time you open your mouth and speak independently, you make a fool out of yourself. You're better at cut, paste, copy, like Kevin Samuel's show. You cut it, pasted, and copied it with your version of it, and that's how you found a way. But when you speak independently, you look bad. So that's one thing. Then she tried to make it seem like I edited a video. I don't know how to edit video. I've never edited a video in my life.
You know what? And I want to speak to this. Somebody said, hey, it gets you more views, so why be mad? That's true. I think that Dante, I think that's what you were referring to. Yeah, I think when people react to your stuff, yes, it spreads your content all over. Kevin Samuels had everybody, and to this day, people still react to his stuff. Everybody was reacting to his stuff, and yes, they were, using the content and making money off of it for the most part, but it was increasing his views and his reach. It's almost like promotion. People are spreading your content to their platform and other platforms, and the reach gets bigger. So reaction channels definitely play a major part in helping those channels to grow. Because a lot of times you may think that your channel is bigger than what it is, until you realize when people start reacting to it, it actually spreads you all over. So if you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 other channels sharing your content in the right way, then that means that's a totally different audience. That might be other people who have not seen the content. Now they're aware of it. Now they go to the channel. Now they subscribe. Now they're watching. Then others share it. So yes, it does make your channel grow. I don't know if she's aware of that, but as long as you're doing it the right way, it definitely helps. Once again, for anybody who might be trying to start straight ripping, somebody did this to my beauty channel a while ago. I was doing makeup and hair and stuff. They took all of my videos and put it on a whole new channel. Now I had to have that taken down. So it wasn't, reached out to YouTube and had all of my, because that was my content strictly taken down. That is not beneficial, because all they're doing is a channel that don't have any views or don't have any subscribers, and they just straight ripped all of my videos and put it on a whole nother channel. No, nobody's going to go to that channel. It's just sitting there with all of my content. Now you just can't do that. So once again, once you take the necessary steps, you have those videos removed. And that's where you have it removed. But as long as people are in the guidelines of YouTube with fair use, reacting to it, but adding your own interpretation, then it's permittable. And another thing I want to say too, because, every now and again, and I'm open to people's comments, whatever. I don't have to agree with them, but it's fine. Every now and again, I'll get people in my comments saying, oh, you should do your own content. be creative, it is my content. That's the thing people don't realize. When I put my face on this camera, or I put my voice into something, when I give my perspective, when I give my take on something, that is my content, because who else would it be? When it is considered not your content is when you don't add value to it. When you're not in it, when you're not giving your opinion, when you're not doing anything, you just straight rip somebody's stuff and just repost it. That's going to get you into trouble. But when I add my commentary, when I give my opinion, when I state whatever I want to state, that is my content. For people who don't know. Because oftentimes I'll get people saying that, no, I could react to a news segment. I could react to somebody who just, same way the news does. The news talks about the news. They bring people on to give their input on it. It's the same thing. Same thing like with Kendra G and other people. When you have guests that come onto your show, those people are giving their opinion. Even though it's a dating show, you're asking questions and they're giving what they think and what they feel, and you're responding to them. Because if you really think about it, with the dating show thing, it's kind of fleeting, because you've put yourself wholeheartedly in the guest's hands. If you don't have guests, if people just decide they don't want to come on your show, what are you going to do then? That's something to think about. You've put yourself in a position to where your show is solely based on whether people come up and want to patronize your dating show. If majority of people decide they don't want to come up to the show and they don't want to say, then she won't even have a show, if you really think about it. So I would be a little bit more, cautious about the way you go about things, because this shit could change real quick. Trust me, real quick. It could change real quick. So it's not, I'm not saying, I'm just giving a little bit of advice. I've been on YouTube quite some time, and I've seen channels come and go for crazy reasons. People get big headed and they think, oh my God, this stuff could change. Hell, your channel gonna be gone here today, gone tomorrow. And once again, if the people don't like the way you move and they decide they don't want to patronize and they don't want to come on, now either you're gonna have a show or you're not. Or are you able to have relationship conversations to yourself, talk to the camera and talk about that and maintain that without the guests? Because people think that's easy, but being able to entertain folks for any amount of time is not always easy. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a level of skill and talent to be able to do that. So as long as you have somebody to bounce off, it's cool. But are you able to really sit in front of a camera and give solid sound advice to people and make it interesting for them to want to keep watching? That's the real talent. And I don't think, everybody don't possess that skill. So that's not always easy work. You have to maintain a conversation, get people engaged, have something to say without anybody else. So there are people out here who can do it, but then there's others who can't. And that's why I wonder with Kendra G, and no disrespect to Kendra. I actually like Kendra, because I don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it personal. I don't know you, so I have no reason to hate or dislike. I'm just going off of what I see. From what I see, that's what I'm saying. If nobody calls in and say that, then there won't be a show. Because is she going to be able to just hold it down and take a different approach with it, or will there just not be a show? You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say about that. But let's continue. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, y'all.
LIFEA. Life. I've never edited a video. I don't know how to edit video. We watch stuff we see online and we react to it with a lot of these videos. I'm sorry. I know your thing was Corey goes out and he edits something. First of all, nobody had to edit that video, because this is what this lady Kendra G does. I'm going to say this. Kendra G has a lot of bottom dwellers on her show that she interviews, but she acts like she's not a bottom dweller. But the people she interviews, she's the exact same person, but she acts like she's above them by copy, pasting, and cutting Kevin Samuel's points.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, he got a point there. She does act like she's better than the people on her show. She does. And that's no lies detected there. Pharaoh, thank you once again for the support. I appreciate you. Say, do you D fools telling you do something else or puppet masters, but don't realize because their head is up there, you know what. Thank you, Farrah. I appreciate the love. Zookeeper says some can rise to TV from YouTube and others leave TV and create a social media platform. Do you see Kevin Samuel, Rich Wigger, Poor Wigger? It's the 9th episode of the 3rd season of the Atlanta TV series. I think I did see him. I'm glad you posted that. Let me snippet that because I did see it. And I actually enjoyed that. I'm gonna try to let me see if I can snippet that. Yeah, I did. I think I did see that, Zookeeper. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for the support. So let me screenshot this because I think I did see it or maybe saw part of it. But yeah, and it was good. Thank you once again, Zookeeper, for the super chat. But yeah, you said some can rise to TV from YouTube and others leave TV and create a social media platform. Yeah, I think it, and some can do both. I've seen people do both. They're able to do both. But some people just aren't able to, once they've been on certain, TV platforms, it's hard for them to do YouTube because it's different. They have to, YouTube, you have to manage everything yourself pretty much. You can, if you have the money, you can hire a whole team to be at your house or whatever, wherever you film at and do all of that. But a lot of times they don't. So you have to, of course you get editors and stuff, but it's not like a production on a TV show. They have a whole production that's responsible for making sure everything is good on that end. You don't have to worry about your, when you don't have to worry about your camera running out of the battery running low. You don't have to worry about, the technical part of all of that. When you got a whole production team on a TV show, you don't have to worry. But when you're a YouTuber, you have to, I've learned about cameras. I've learned about sound. I've learned about microphones, all of this stuff you learn because you have to learn because you have to use this yourself, and, of course my daughter edit my videos, but I have an editor, but still it's so many other things when there's technical difficulties, you got to figure that out. And my husband helps with that as well. But it's like, child, it's not like a whole production team. You are the production team. You are the interviewer. You are the talent. You're all of that. So you learn some new skills, which I think is great. But when you're on a TV show, like network TV, you don't have to worry about all that. You just have to be the talent. And I think some people are used to that. Thank you once again, Zookeeper. I appreciate the super chat. Farrell says, D can give relationship and life advice. Kendra cannot. By the way, hook me up with queen vibes. Farrell's needs queens. She has a boyfriend. Thank you, Farrell. Farrell, she has a boyfriend, baby. I didn't know that, but we know now. Oh my God. Let's continue.
Samuels created that show, and he's not here to sue you. So you're able to do basically what Kevin Samuels did, and it's working. You ask me, it's working because you a lady. Yeah, it's working because you a lady. But when you get to acting like you're better than those women that's on your show, because the lady Tamron Hall asked her points, and she was like, I agree with you, Tamron, but you don't agree with her. Because Tamron Hall was like, men are not here for your wig. Men don't want a broke lady. And then she made a real fool out of herself when she said, if I'm here with you and you're around me, you have to pay for that. This isn't exactly how she said it, but she said her presence, you have to pay for it, which is why you called her a hooker.
Right.
Yeah, that's the dumbest ish I've ever heard. You got to pay for my presence. That sounds, he's right. It sounds like a prostitute. Somebody got to pay for your that's the stupidest thing ever. Whoever came up with that. Like, come on, y'all got to be more realistic. Somebody, a man needs to pray because you want to put on 1,000 pounds of makeup and wigs and all this expensive stuff or whatever. A man got to sit around and pay for that, your presence. What do y'all think this is? A lot of these pay for your presence. What if men start saying that? What if these high value men that they want start saying, if you want to be in my presence, honey, you got to pay me Then they gonna look sideways. You're gonna look like your face cracked, look stupid. Like, come on. Like, what if men start, the high value men that all these women want, say, oh man, oh no, you look good, but you gotta pay for my presence. Come on, Cash App, however you gonna do it. I need $1,000 for you to be in my presence. Are y'all gonna, they gonna be looking stupid. Like that don't make no kind of sense whatsoever. It's like, this is why I said before, these types of people that, oh my God, I'm so high value. Oh my God. Oh, I'm above all of you ninjas. Y'all ain't, I pay $1,000 for my wigs. And who gives a shit? Not I. You could pay $5,000 for the mugs. I don't give a damn. They still be looking stupid and sliding off and stuff. I'm just saying. Kendra, I'm not trying to be mean. I ain't trying to be mean, but I'm just saying that's how I feel. No, not personal. I'm just saying. Then there's no need to, and I'm just saying, a lot of these people out here, this is not specific to anybody, just in general, they be spending all this money on these wigs, and you can see the glue and the lace raising up. Come on, it ain't worth it. It still looks stupid. You just wasted a whole bunch of money. And then you want men to come into your life and waste money too? I don't care if you spend I don't care. You want to spend it on, that's you. I wouldn't want to spend all that money on something that still look dumb. And men still saying they don't want no transformers or whatever y'all want to call it, where you transform into whatever you transform, a bad bitch. I mean, you transform into what you think is a bad bee. And the men are saying, oh, hell no. I don't want these helmet head creatures. I'm just saying. I ain't calling all women helmet head creatures. I'm just saying some of them. Not all of them. All of them aren't helmet head creatures. I'm just saying there's some because they act like it. Just saying. Let's be honest. Successful MD says Danica had a term of Cash App Coochie Queen. I like when she said the past me's. When she say past me's and however she say the past me buys or whatever. I like when she say that. She said the Cash App Coochie Queen, right? Because they want you to Cash App them because they like, oh, you want coochie, right? I'm assuming that's why. So Cash App me if you want to spend some time with me. Come on. Thank you, Successful MD, for the super chat. It's just crazy. It's like they're walking, you're out here walking around just thirsty and ready to get somebody that ran through coochie. Like, nobody don't want that. Any man with some self-respect. Well, I'm not going to say that because I know some men will be like, okay, if she going to give it to him, I'm going to strap up and I'm going to go to Pound Town and then I'm going to get the hell on real quick. I don't see how y'all do it, the ones who do it. You just go, you go in there because you ain't getting nothing on that level. And then you go in there and then just, you're like, okay, she going to offer it. And you're going to go and, close your eyes and get off real quick and run off. And then they be sitting around, look, where he went? Where did he go? He left some fast. Why you think? They don't be serious about y'all. They like, child, just need to bust a quick nut. That's it. No strings attached. That's why they be asking for the money. I think some of them know it. I ain't trying to be funny. It's just funny. Some of them know it. That's why they be like, okay, well, how much you want to pay for my time? To me, that means, okay, I know what you want, but I need the money. I don't want to tell you what it really is because I don't want to feel bad about myself. But it is what it is. Okay, so what you got? Give me some money. And then they'll let you bust a quick one and then go, But then some of them be getting attached. Like, why did he ghost me? I ain't hear from him. He didn't talk to me the next day. Girl, he don't want to talk to you. Why they want to talk to you? Why do women think that men are like them? That man was trying to get a quick one. You was offering, even if he did pay. All right, hell. He like, man, desperate times call for desperate measures. Okay. Mama always said, if you want to get the attention of a woman, you got to offer her something. Am I lying? Didn't y'all hear that growing up? Oh, well, if you going to, if a woman giving you their time, you got to offer them something. You got to help them out in some kind of way. Okay, that was the help. Here you go. What you want? All right, if it's okay. All right, damn shit. Gonna cost this much? All right. Yeah, my bill's paid. You know what I mean? Rationalizing in their mind. Like, okay, shit, this ain't going to harm nothing. This ain't going to take from nothing. I got it. I'm straight. I got this coming in this week. I'm good. The savings is good. Okay. It ain't gonna be too much. All right. I'm in a bind right now. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and pay it. Shit, I don't really want to do it. But goddamn, she offered. All right, shit. All right. Here we go. Here you go. What's your Cash App? Cash App Give her what she asked for that time. Go and do what you need to do and you out. And then they be looking around like you gonna come back. He done, girl. It might be maybe if he in a bind again, it might be a couple of months after that. This is only when they in a bind. This ain't a net regular every day. They not looking at you to try to wipe you up. They that's why they say what y'all call it post nut clarity, where goddamn you did it and now you're disgusted. It's like, what? Oh my God, I can't believe I did this. Cause now you done got off and now you back to normal. And that's it. Go about your day, go to work until, you're in a bind again. And then, okay, and then same thing. But these women looking like, why men don't take us seriously? Girl, y'all don't realize what's happening? Hell, I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you, Successful MD. It's just crazy that they don't get it. That I get it. Hell, being on social media and hearing how the men talk is how, I realized some stuff too. Because, I've been married a long time. So I'm into my husband, we don't have these issues. So I don't, I haven't been privy to a lot of the things that the men have been saying over these couple of years. I've learned some new things and heard what the men are saying. And I'm like, I get it. Which I already kind of understand the male nature based off my husband, but every man is not the same. So when you start hearing different perspectives from men, how certain men think, how others think, they don't all think the same, then you get it. And I get it. And then when the women are talking about why they ghost, I'm like, girl, you don't know. Even I done picked it up and they've spent a lifetime trying to figure it out. I done picked it up in a short span of time just by listening to what the men are saying, and they still out here trying to figure it out. That's why I be like, what is going on? This is why I say these PhDs and these degrees ain't really degreeing. They ain't really doing what y'all think they supposed to do. It ain't really adding up. Cause y'all don't get it. Don't get it. And I'm just saying something is wrong with that. I'm just saying something ain't right. Something's in the mist, John Lee. Just saying. When candy machines were worn, the coins fell out. What you saying? Wait. What you mean? Do you mean what I think you mean? Lord have mercy. When candy machines were worn, the coins fell out. It's hot. Oh my God, y'all are trip. Turn the air on a little bit. Y'all need help. What that commercial? I gotta get that little clip where Jordan is like, wait a minute, you need help. What is it? I gotta get that clip because y'all crazy as hell. I'm just sorry. Thank you, Successful MD. Y'all need help. We said, go get some help. Go get some help. Pharaoh says, Kendra is pretty, but the wig ruins it all. Oh, okay. Thank you for the super chat, Pharaoh. You think so, Pharaoh? Nah, I'm not trying to go there. I'm not trying to go there, child. Thank you, Pharaoh. Oh, Lord. What? Lord, Quantum Solace says money and dainties doesn't make you high value. Take away the status, money, and dainties. What do you have left to offer a man or a woman? True value comes from the inside. Exactly. Not from a surface level. I 100% agree. 100% agree, Quantum. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Agree 100%. I say it all the time. That none of that stuff really matters. But I think people know that deep down. That's why they use it. I think people realize, either they're scarred or they're insecure. They have a lot of issues and they don't know what to do. So they use things as a vice. You use, shopping as a vice, buying nothing but name brand expensive things is a vice that they use to compensate. It's like you're trying to compensate for what you are missing. A lot of people do it, and it's a real thing. And that's why I think people need therapy. You compensating for what you feel you're lacking. But instead of accepting where you're lacking and making changes and getting help, they'll just, the superficial things they compensate with does not fix the problem. And that's why you have people, and then this could be anybody, men, women, everybody. You get older and you get stuck there, and then that's it. And then a lot of times people become bitter and angry, and they start projecting their own feelings onto others. This is why I think a lot of people are so nasty, and all they have is their accomplishments. I said this the other day. When you gotta brag about how much money you make and you gotta brag about your accomplishments, that's because there's some insecurities there. People who are secure with who they are and in themselves, you won't hear them talking about their accolades and their money. You could meet somebody and I don't know anything about them, and it's based off of their personality and who they are as a person, and they shine bright like a diamond. And people are drawn to folks like that because they have a good aura. They're positive. They have a good spirit. Their energy is good, and you're drawn to them. You want to be around people who have good energy like that. When your energy is negative all the time, and you just got a nasty spirit about you. And one thing I will say too, usually the people who have the most nasty aura and spirits always talk about God. They're usually the most godly filled ones. Those are the ones, God is this and God is that, and be the most nasty, evilest ones out there. Energy is always nasty, bad attitudes, always, spewing their negativity onto other people. They always using God. And that's another pet peeve of mine where people do that. So I don't trust a lot of Christians because I know a lot of Christians and they're not very Christian-like, just to say the least. And it's just a bunch of hypocrites walking around praying, calling out the name of Jesus, calling out God for everything because you have to, because it's like a fight within yourself. You know that you low down and nasty and no good. So you need God. You got to keep saying God to help you, for you to deal with yourself, because that kind of attitude will eat you up. You're not happy with yourself. So you can't be happy with anybody else. So you need God to keep you sane so you could deal with yourself. You look in the mirror and you don't like yourself, that's got to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be difficult. So yeah, you need to call on God all the time. And that's the red flag for me. People who so into God for, and then your life don't really reflect that. And every time chance you get, you're lashing out somebody, you're calling people out and cussing and just doing all kind of stuff that doesn't seem godly. Come on, you're going to contradict what you say you believe in all the time. And we see it. People see it. You got eyes, we can see. Just saying. Thank you once again, Quantum Stylist. Dragon Master Dwayne, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you for being here and for the support. Thank you. What's going on, Divine Photos? Thank you so much for being here. You should react to Theo Coop. He interviewed the man who got SA on his show. The word needs to be spread about what Kendra did to the man is wrong. Theo Coop. So he reacted to the guy who was on Kendra G's show. So y'all want me to react to him reacting to that? Or did he interview? Oh, you said he interviewed the man. Oh, he interviewed it. Okay. I'm going to check it out. Thank you, Divine Photos. I appreciate you, sir. He interviewed him. Okay. I would love to interview him myself. I need to find a way to reach out to him. Success Remedy says, when we were children, the candy machines would spit the coins out because the machine was worn. Women operate similar, demanding money for candy. Right. Gotcha. Thank you for clearing that up and clarifying for me. Thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you. XYZ, thank you so much for the super chat. Said, preach, sis. Thank you. I appreciate you, XYZ. Let's continue, y'all.
If a woman is charging you for her presence, you a hooker.
Straight up.
What is the argument with that? See, people want to act like Corey is crazy and he say all kind of stuff out of bounds. If you charge me to be with you, you're a hooker.
Bottom line.
But I remember, hey, Kendra G, remember when you was sipping the thing? Like after you thought you made a point, you'll be sipping something. You stole that from somebody. What do you do that's original? Another point. I got to make this point. She said, I only date broke women. I date broke women, rich women, autistic women, Down syndrome women. You name it. You can get it from me. That's not something I'm proud of. I don't have a type in any way. Any way. You see that lady who lives on the streets now because of the way the economy is? I look at her and I imagine her, if I clean her up, can I pull it off? I date all women.
This mother.
If it got, how they say it, if it got hair, I hit it.
Oh my God.
This is what I do. Because she tried to make it seem like, oh, Corey Holcomb, he really wanted me. He tried to flirt with me. Listen, of course I tried to flirt with you. You a woman who I knew had a, you ain't broke. Let me tell you something. Where I'm from, we shoot at any bitch.
Damn.
Every bitch, especially Kendra G, I see the misery in your eye. You 50? No kids. Ain't never been married. G know what I'm talking about, because he from these same streets I'm from. Every major hub out here in America, we shoot at hoes.
Oh, Lord.
We get at hoes. We try to see what we can work out the bitch. If you really want to tell the truth, I'm jealous of the African man that you did choose, because I know he got paper about your ass. You got to pay. He got to see you when you ain't got the makeup on camera.
Oh, Lord. Now,
I'm jealous of that man.
this ninja is a hot mess. For real, for real, for real. Yeah, listen, if I was Kendra, I'd be pissed too. I would have to come back at him. I'm just saying. I don't understand why people, you can't fool with comedians. I'm just saying. That's like, oh, I ain't gonna even go there because may she rest in peace, Wanda. Rest in peace to her, because she's no longer here, and I'm not trying to go that route. But goddamn, I was just wondering, how did she mess with what's his name? I'm like, come on, don't mess with, these are comedians. They don't care. There's no boundaries. Lord, I just, come on. What's his name? Damn, that's one of my favorite comedians. I can't think of his name. What is his name with the hair? Who went in on Wanda from the radio, child? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What is his name? Oh, hold on. The IG is Papa Dan. Okay, I need to write that down. Hold on, Divine Photos. My bad, y'all. I got to get Papa Dan's thing. Papa Dan's Jerk Kitchen. Because I was looking at something else. Papa Dan's Jerk Kitchen. Papa Dan's, C-A-N-S, Jerk, J-E-R, Kitchen. Got it. Thank you. Lord have mercy. Monty Gillum says, I've been running into women that's sexually attracted to me and nothing else. It's sad and bad out here, DeeDee. I bet it is, Monty. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, child. That's all they care about until everything else is a problem. And then they're going to give you hell. You know what I mean? Treat you crazy. Thank you, Monty. Oh, you're welcome. I think that was Divine Photos. You're welcome. Thank you, Divine Photos, and you're welcome. Let's see. Quantum Solid says the education of the world is foolish in the eyes of the Creator. 1 Corinthians 3:19. Judging from what I have seen in this westernized climate, the Creator is spot on. Thank you, Quantum Solace, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Oh my God. Child, this man is crazy. Corey Holcomb is crazy. Y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, y'all. Now we got 163 watching. And we got 138 likes. Come on. Who not hitting the like button? Come on now. Where you at? In your car? What you doing? At work? Come on. Go over to the damn thing and hit the like button. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Hit the like button. Let's continue, y'all.
Yeah, I know he got you for a bag. See, I'm the type of motherfucker, I admit I'm a trick. I'm a trick. I buy pussy. Kendra, you have to buy a man because the men on your level, you don't want them. You want men who are probably younger than you. Kendra, go after a man you can get. Kendra G, I think you could get Harrison Ford. Back when he was Han Solo in Star Wars, you couldn't get him. But now he's an elderly man. Kendra G, I think you could get Harrison Ford. I think you could get like somebody who old and played out who's still doing it.
Would Harrison Ford want her? Is the real gag. I'm just saying. Would she be the pick of Harrison Ford? See, it's who you want gotta want you. So Corey, would Harrison Ford want her? Is the real truth behind it all. See, women, we can want what we want from a man, but if he got to be willing to give it, he got to be willing to want us back. He got to be, because he make that decision. Women make the decision of who they going to open their legs to and give coochie to and possibly babies or whatever else. But men decide who they're going to take seriously and marry and be with and do things for. That's their decision. So would Harrison want her is the bigger question. Just saying. Let's continue.
What's an old man who's still on TV?
Harrison Ford likes skinny white girls. His wife is. He's been with her.
She can get Kevin Duckworth.
Boy, you stupid than a motherfucker, because everybody don't know who Kevin Duckworth is.
I don't know who Kevin Duckworth is. But goddamn, he don't sound equivalent to Harrison Ford, I'm just saying. Irving Hunt, thank you for the super chat. Says Corey said autistic and Down syndrome, I was rolling. Yeah, he crazy. This dude is crazy as hell. I don't even know why you would. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't even respond. I would just let Corey go ahead because you, what's it? Cat Williams, Laura. Cat Williams, that lady, rest in peace to her and her soul. She didn't get the memo. You know, these comedians, they know how to roast. They know how to roast. You don't want to, you don't want to get on their bad side because they're going to pull stuff out of you. And it's just, I don't think you're going to win that. I'm just saying. Thank you, Irvin. I appreciate you. I don't think you're going to win. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
One of them type of niggas.
They don't care.
Any nigga averaged 10 points in the NBA in the late 70s.
Dr. J will fuck you, Kendra G, even though he'll do it reluctantly. He'll make you keep the wig on. But I'm just saying, like, the men you want, the men that will hold you up in the air, they not boss players. You know what I'm saying? I would have smashed you and tried to get some paper from you all day long. Never admit that. I mean, never could I say that's not what I would do. But I'm jealous that the scammer dude, I knew, because like, I remember she was telling me, I got a boyfriend. Yeah, and it's out there in the streets. He is just what I knew he was. I said, when she said she got a boyfriend, I got to wait this out. I knew that don't nobody want you, baby girl. I'm talking about if somebody wants you, it's probably somebody who's looking for the come up. That's what we do. We holler at broads and we go for the come up. I admit.
No, I ain't gonna lie. That is harsh. I'm not trying to be funny, but that is harsh. But I think when you're equally as harsh, because I ain't gonna lie, that stuff Kendra did to that guy on that show, that was very harsh. But when you operate in that masculine harsh, you kind of get met with that same harshness. You know what I'm saying? Usually a woman who is friendly and nice and have a good demeanor doesn't get that type of treatment. Men respect those type of women, and be a little bit, even if they don't agree, they're a little bit more apprehensive about coming at them in the wrong way because they know those type of women don't deserve that. Just like, you give what is given. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you come off this attitude and so aggressive and I'm independent, I'm better than everybody, well, people are going to respond to you. They don't give you that same energy back. And honestly, and I think that is harsh to tell somebody because, women, as much as they come off as hard and stuff, they're very sensitive inside. And that's why they have to bark and be like that, because they don't want their emotions to surface. They try to push them emotions and them feelings down and pretend like they're so hard and nothing bothers them. But a lot of times it does. So I think for any woman, like the fact that you might be in a place where no man is really trying to check for you, and that's a hard reality to face in the defense of women, just for this second. And this is why I don't understand why women like to come off with this superiority complex type of thing. You come off like you're so better, and you every chance you get, you're talking about men are trash and they're weak, and that's not ladylike. That's not feminine. That's not nice. You don't. You could let somebody know where you stand and defend yourself, but in a classy way, you know. And I just think it's so easy for people to just be negative and be masculine and harsh, and because you just want to be, you know. And if that's something you're working on, but you're not really working on it, and every chance you get, it just comes out, that's not good. And that's how people gonna respond to you. You're gonna get the same type of energy back. And if that's what you want, then that's cool. J Rock, thank you for the super chat. Says the song Corey did about Kendra G on the same live was no Vaseline hilarious. Lord, I don't think I heard the song though. That's crazy. He be doing music, I tell you that much. But thank you so much for the super chat, J Rock. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Let's continue, y'all.
I would smash you, but you would never be held up by a nigga like me. I have a car.
Stupid.
Men that hold you up ain't on shit. They driving your car. You got to get Jody. Jody. You got to get baby boy. Don't nobody want your monkey ass. And really, you did some editing with that tape, because I said about Tamron Hall, I was like, Tamron Hall is a bad bitch, even though I don't mean bitch in no disrespectful way. Tamron, that's how I talk. I think you a lady. I think you exude elegance. But I said this about Tamron Hall, and if somebody was arguing with Tamron Hall, they'd be like, baby, come on, let's work it out. You edited that part out, Kendra. Ooh. Come on now. Don't be bitter. I'm doing this as a gift to Corey because this is going to help him pay his mortgage. Bitch, I ain't got no mortgage. Bitch, I don't get nothing. Remember I told you that. I don't got nothing. I don't get what the hoe had. She got a car. I think she had a Bentley or something and put it all on the internet with all that. I don't do that shit.
Nah, I don't think you should.
I'm from the motherfucking streets. Where I'm from, man, motherfuckers. Look, man, I know NBA players who got robbed by niggas who know they robbed them.
Right.
They know who robbed them, but they was showing out.
Right. But see, this is why I said something similar to this. Flaunting what you have, all this to stun and try to make you seem better and all that gonna get you robbed. Gonna get you robbed. I'm just saying. It ain't cute. I mean, make sure you got security though. You know, pay for that. So you're making that money, make sure you have security, because yeah, the best of them then got robbed. So yeah, that stunting and all that ain't, you know, you don't have to do all that. You know, and I think for some people it makes them feel good about themselves. Remember, it's all about a feeling, how you feel. And that the way a lot of women move in that regard, they want a man to make them feel like that 24/7. Who got time for that? Who in their right mind got time for that? To be coddling somebody's feelings 24 goddamn 7. I wouldn't even want to do that. I'd be like, God damn, woman up. Ain't you a boss chick? Don't you know you ain't learned that? Come on now. Y'all boss chicks and all this boss chick stuff matters in every other scenario. Make it matter when it comes to that. You check your feelings. Damn, I gotta stand by you all day. I couldn't do nothing else. Like if I was a man, I don't care who it is, I couldn't do that all day. I can't sit here and coddle your feelings 24/7. I got shit to do. If I was a man, I'd be like, I got shit to do. I can't sit here and your feelings change from moment to moment all goddamn day because you insecure. You're that insecure. You don't like the way you look. You don't feel good about yourself. So I gotta be this jumping monkey standing beside you, making you laugh all day and make you feel good, and confirmation, giving you all confirmations all day, telling you how great you look. Oh, you look so great. Oh my God, you look good. Just could you imagine getting up in the morning because you know you're dealing with an insecure person. They don't like their looks. They don't like nothing about them. The only thing they got going is they got a master's degree and a business. And that's the only thing they got, and they happy about it. But other than that, their internal work is jacked up. So you got to be the man that wake up beautiful, grand rising beautiful. Oh my God, you look so good with no makeup on. Oh my God, that wig is amazing. Oh my God, them shoes are legit. Oh my God, you it, honey. You look great, baby. Oh my God, baby, you look so good. I can't take it. And then they leave the house and be like, God damn, I'm tired of this shit. It becomes, you become a damn walking robot. On autopilot, lying. And you know you're lying. And at some point, you're going to get tired of that. When she don't look good, oh my God, you look good. Oh my God, you told so go like come on. Like just keep it. I don't like stuff like that. Keep it real with me. I don't need no walking dummy robot like telling me some lies to make me feel good. No. God damn, but that's what they need. They need somebody to tell them they grand rising queen, you look beautiful every goddamn day, all day. Call them on the phone, send them flowers, send them candy. Oh, I need to validate you. I need to make you feel secure. That's what they want. Somebody make me feel safe. Make her feel safe. Run to the job. Show up. I'm here. You safe? Here, some flowers. You look good. All right, I gotta go to work. Oh, you gonna be okay? All right, you good? Okay. All right. Girl, who got time for that shit? Like that's what it becomes. And it's draining as hell. Who gonna do that? What kind of walking robot dummy men they're looking for? Like that's dumb. And like if you need all that, babe, you need to be locked in some type of facility or something to get some goddamn help. Because there's no way. There's no way. I'm trying to read the super chats before I forget, y'all. Quantum Solace says comedians are like private investigators / defense attorneys. Best believe they are going to search tooth and nail about you just to gain insight about your life circumstances for the jokes. Exactly. Some of the best, they do it. Read you down and tear you apart, and you just be sitting there like you want to cry. I would never play with no comedian. I'm just saying. Thank you, Quantum Solace. I appreciate you. Divine Photo says, I show Speed, Kai Cenat, Mr. Beast, Duke Dennis, Shannon Sharp are YouTubers that rake in millions. Kendra can't reach those levels. Oh my God. Just to name a few, Divine Photos. Yes, they do. They make a lot of money, and that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't minimize YouTubers because yes, I know a lot of them. And that's only in that arena. There are a lot of beauty influencers because I was in that part of it who made millions. Now there's a woman, Jackie Ina, made millions. She's a black influencer. What she was back in the day. She has her own business and companies now. Jackie Ina. I mean, you got a bunch of them influencers who were pretty big on the scene who made millions of dollars from YouTube. So I mean, yeah, I don't know what she's saying. Which I don't understand it. But child, it is what it is. Thank you once again, Divine Photos. I appreciate you. Successful MD says, I think you're saying many women been pukatized. Yeah, they have. They won't admit it though. I've given so much of myself, and you've given everything to the wrong dude. The Jody, the guy who driving your car, going to see other chicks while you at work, ain't doing shit with his life, ain't doing nothing. That's what they like though. That's the type of guys they like. So they assume that every man is like that. Every man is like that. But no, that's just the ones you are attracted to. This is why they're going to the prisons. I've been watching, what is it? Love After Lockup. I've been watching that show. That show is hilarious. And there are men who go after these women coming out and they have no clue, and vice versa. The men going after the women in there and they just think that they got a beautiful queen. And then women just be using them left and right, child. I'm like, and these women going to prisons for real. Now the women out here going for the prisons, really taking these men seriously. It's crazy. It's really getting out of hand though. Thank you, Successful MD. I appreciate you. Whitney R says, you should do a late night live one day. That would be dope. And I love your talking points like always. You know what, Whitney? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. When you say late night, what time? Give me a time, Whitney, and I'm going to try it. Because, I started doing lives at 7. I don't know if Farrell probably remember this. Farrell, you remember when I was doing lives, I started doing them at like 7 p.m. I might, if y'all want, if that's more convenient, or I'm going to try it. I'll try it. Maybe I'll do an early one and then do a late night one on certain days just to see how that works out. I'll try that because sometimes, I'm not going to commit to it I'm not going to commit like every time, but maybe I'll do, the normal this time slot and then do a couple maybe in the evening. That might be cool. That might work out for me. But if y'all thinking about it, tell me what time, because they be starting lives at 8 and 9 o'clock. 7 o'clock will be optimal for me, but not later than that, because who said it, child? I'd be ready to go sleep. Thank you, Whitney. What time you thinking, Whitney? Let me know. To be honest, UD and Crimson Cure are the best black women YouTubers and don't even need the dating feature to your show. Right. I appreciate you, Pharaoh. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much. Everybody, if y'all agree with Pharaoh, hit the goddamn like button, please. Thank you, please. Hit the like button then. If I'm that great, y'all, hit the like button. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Let's see. Friday night lives, Friday nights, in the evening, successful MD. Sometimes I like to go later, but just not all the time. Not all the time. And it wouldn't be every Friday. That's the thing too. So maybe I'll switch it up. Great win. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate you. Great win. Thank you for the super chat. Says I prefer an evening live around 6 or something. Yeah, see, I could do that. I could do that. I'll try, but y'all better show up because I'm telling you, if I pop up on here at 7 o'clock, y'all better be in the queue, because if not, I'm not. That's gonna be the reason why I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I do like to go a little later. Sometimes, so I'll just kind of like maybe do some if y'all want that. That'll be cool with me. Yeah. So yeah, I'll try it. But if you know, if nobody shows up, if the numbers ain't looking right, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to the same time slot. Thank you, Great Winner. I appreciate you. XYZ says, I'm an early bird. 6 or 7 p.m. is good. Right. That works for me too. 6 or 7 p.m. would be good. So that would be a good time. Thank you, XYZ. I appreciate you. Let's continue with Corey Crazy Self.
When you out here flossing and shit in front of these niggas in the streets, these niggas in the streets gonna be like, all right.
Yeah.
You can't flub it. I ain't got nothing. Nothing. How Bernie Mac said, nothing. I'm popped off, so you could talk about me and whoever else career you want to talk about. Shit, all them guys you said, I wish them luck. Even Lil Real got mad at me because I said something about his boyfriend. I said something about, what's that boy? Gerard Carmichael. I don't even dislike Gerard Carmichael.
Lisa Smith says, is she requesting money or a relationship? Good question. Good goddamn question, Lisa. Good question. Because that's what I'm thinking in my head. Sort of like Tamron asked her, they're not trying to be with you for your wigs. You know, that's what I'm saying. I think women, success and women, certain women, not all women, don't add up, don't go together. Successful women have a hard time reeling it in. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what they lead with, because I guess they've struggled for a long time, and when they finally made it, they're like, oh, well, you know, and they let it go to their heads, and that's the only thing that seems to matter. And that's why they end up by themselves, because nobody wants to deal with a person, period, who acts like that, and everything is an entitlement, and everything is about their career, and this and that, and another accomplishment. People just want regular people that they can sit down and shoot the breeze with, you know, have a conversation with. If y'all drink, have a drink with, chill. You know, go do some fun thing. I don't want to always hear, oh, I got three degrees and I got a Bentley. Ain't nobody taking it from me. Girl, ain't nobody give a shit about that. That's what I'm saying. I think they put too much stock into themselves. They can't see anybody else. And nobody wants to deal with I don't even want to deal with nobody like that. Like, everything is, Lord, about you. And are you happy with it? Because honestly, people who are happy with what they have don't talk about it. They just live their life. It's like, what are you trying to prove? It's like you're trying to prove a point that you are somebody. You're trying to prove to yourself that you somebody because maybe you don't really feel like you somebody. And every chance you get, you got to tell yourself you somebody. Like I said, like the man telling you, Grand Rising, you're beautiful. Hey, honey, I got to call you every 5 minutes. You beautiful. Oh, my God, you're beautiful. Oh, my God, you look great. Oh, my God, don't let them get to you. Oh, my God, I'm here. And then they still crying and got a problem. And you got to just go, God, fucking damn, I'm tired. They're going to get tired at some point. You stay all that and they still crying. I just don't know what to do. I'm struggling. Well, goddamn. Don't you think at some point that person's going to be like, I'm out. Deuces. I got to go because this mother effer going to run me crazy and I need my sanity too. So while that person is pouring into you so much, you can't pour into them because it's all about you. See, and that's how women operate. Think about, they operate in self. They don't think about you. You pouring all this into them, they pour nothing into you. So if at some point you gonna get burnt out. And that's when they're like, well, you can no longer serve me. All right, on to the next. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You and all this toxic trauma and insecurities, you gonna go on to the next? This is why some people be crashing out and lose it on these women. Because that's a lot. After you've given so much and this is what they do and this is their response, oh, hell no. I don't blame men for saying, nah, deuces, nah, you look good, but nah, no thank you. Let's continue.
But you did fuck up, Gerard Carmichael. You kissed a white man's foot, goddammit, on TV, goddammit. I don't like that shit, dog. Motherfuckers need to come holler at you about that, dog. But other than that, I'm saying, I wish all them guys luck. You can't pit me against them guys. I don't care about none of that. Somebody said Mateen Cleaves. She could get Mateen Cleaves.
Oh my God.
Niggas is stupid. Bill Clinton. Look, baby girl, you can talk about me all you want, goddammit. You said, I'm a blessed woman. Woo, woo. You got to be a blessed woman. You have to be independent, Kendra, because ain't nobody finna do shit for you. But fuck you and ask you, goddammit, can you drop me off somewhere?
Oh, Lord, now that's all.
I'm keeping it a buck. Ain't nobody, look, you're desirable for fun. Fun girls. That's the word now. Lord. Fun girls. We'll toss you up and make you keep on the hair while we fucking you. Because I hate bitches like that who try to take the wig off because we in the house. Hold on, bitch. Don't take the wig off till I leave. And I'm not talking about while I'm still in the driveway. Wait till my car pull off before you pull the wig off. I don't ever want to see you without that wig on.
For real.
God damn it, I'm in the imaginary world too, god damn it.
Bad.
So what I'm saying is, sister, you don't have to do me no favors. I'm doing this as a favor to Corey so he can pay his mortgage. Bitch, I ain't got no mortgage. I'm out here bad. I'm starving. How much money did I make on YouTube? Can you look that up?
No, you don't.
$3,000.
I don't know how much money I made on YouTube.
They can get a guesstimate, but you can see specifically inside your thing. You don't. Nobody else can. They can get a kind of like a roundabout way, but
hold on. Hey, babe, send me a amount to my phone. How much YouTube done paid me? Cause I don't know. You think I'm waiting on a check from YouTube? I'm a motherfucking hustler. I'm a go-getter. But anybody who waiting on a check from YouTube, go get it. I love anybody who find a way to get it and not be out here in one of these tents. Because I hate to see them cute bitches in them tents. It be families in them tents.
Oh, he's stupid. He is stupid. But you know what? I agree with him I feel the same way. I'm not mad at whoever goes out and gets to the bag, like they say. I don't normally say that, but I'm just saying it for reference. Look, I can't hate on people's success. It's just not a trait of mine to hate on people. Like, do whether female, male, it doesn't matter who you are, a kid, they got children out here making millions of dollars. Go get your money. You found a way to be successful. Kudos to you. My thing is, it's just the attitude that comes with it. Like you feel like somebody owe you something because you're successful. That's the part that gets me. I don't understand that, the mentality that comes with it. No, nobody owed you shit. Nobody don't owe you nothing. You worked hard. You made your money. You became successful. Now live your life. Why does it have to be a negative connotation with successful women in particular? Because that's what we see the most. The women who become successful always got to throw a jab at somebody else. Because you get into an altercation or argument with a woman who is deemed successful, the first thing she's going like, because my car is worth more than your whole outfit. And I'm like, okay, well, good for you, goddamn it. I probably got money, but I don't want to spend it. I don't want to spend it like you spending it. And we got to stop this notion that just because you spend a whole lot of money on something, don't make you special. That's why I say about the wig. You want to spend $3,000 on a wig? Oh, that's real high. Okay, for what? You know, I could see if you got like a goddamn hair transplant, you know, and you spent thousands of dollars on a hair transplant and the hair look like it's coming out your goddamn scalp. Okay, you can't say that's a wig. Ain't no lace coming up. It ain't sliding off. You know, it's coming out your scalp. Now, if you pay money for that and it look like it's growing out your scalp and it look like your hair for real, okay, then I might be like, oh, girl, okay, that was worth the money. But for what they be talking about, these wigs and the makeup and the, you know, now it's like, oh, I spent so much on my expensive makeup, so you gotta pay for this and do it. No, that nobody asked you to spend all that money on that. You know, and you know, see, I know as a woman who wears makeup, I wear makeup. Yes, I know how much makeup costs. Okay, and it could get rather expensive. Okay, I came from the beauty industry. I said that I used to review makeup. They used to send the makeup to me, and a lot of it I purchased, right? So I know how much a foundation costs. You know, a MAC foundation maybe about, I don't know, it used to be like $50 at the time for just one foundation. Okay, that's a higher end foundation. You know, Too Faced. There's all kind of brands of makeup. You got all kinds. Okay, and I've you know, pretty much had them all. Makeup can be expensive, and then you got foundation, concealer, you know, then you talk about lashes and contour and setting powders and eyeshadows. Eyeshadow palette itself could be about $50. If it's an Urban Decay one, or if it's expensive, you know, and I've had all of that. I have a lot of it, you know, actually just got rid of a lot of it, but when I was reviewing makeup and brands, I used to get a lot of the makeup. So I know makeup can add up. It's expensive, but there's no way in the world I would buy makeup or get it or whatever, and then because I want to put it on my face, then charge it to the man. Well, I had to spend all this money on my NARS concealer. So my NARS foundation and concealer, that's, you know, my concealer is like $40 and my foundation is like $40. And then I have this and that, and I wouldn't be running a tab of what I chose to spend on makeup to a man. That don't make no sense. That's, you chose that. He didn't tell you you had to wear that. I could see if he said, look, in order to date me, I need you to come with a full beat face. I need you to come with a wig. I need you to come with long nails. Then okay, if I don't normally wear that and you need me to come with that today, okay, well, you must gonna pay for it, right? That's the only time I would be like, oh, well, you must gonna pay for it, right? Because that ain't my thing. That ain't what I do. That'll be the only time if you're requesting that you must gonna send me the money for it. And then I would understand you asking for the money. But other than that, they ain't tell you to wear all that. It's not like you gonna pay. He might have had to get his haircut before the date. You gonna go pay for his haircut? You gonna go, he might need a new pair of shoes. Go get a new pair. You gonna pay for his stuff too? Come on now, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. But this is how a lot of women are operating. Whitney says around 7 or 8 p.m. 7 probably would be best, Whitney. 7, 7. I used to do 7. Thank you once again. I appreciate you, Whitney. She says 7 or 8. 7 would be more like it. Pharaoh says, is Saturday and Sunday good days for evening shows? Yeah, probably either Saturday. Sundays for sure. Sunday is probably a good day. But weekends, that's probably the most popular. So, I mean, I could squeeze them in there sometimes. Not every Friday, not every Saturday, but I know Sunday is good. Sunday would be good. But I'll let y'all know. Thank you once again, Pharaoh, for the super chat. I appreciate you. XYZ says Kendra looks like Tales from the Thank you for the super chat, XYZ. I'm not gonna say nothing to that. That's not right. XYZ, you need to get some help. Y'all crazy as hell. You need to come with the Halloween mask to date me. Oh Lord, y'all a mess.
When I be riding my bike on the path, it be a man, woman, 2 kids, and the bitch look all right. I be wanting to say, hey, if you ever want to get out the tent.
Oh wait, this is coming from the same guy that was.
What?
Remember when you was making? Oh wow.
What? Tell me, D.
Remember Phil when I would go.
Why you didn't feel involved. What you thinking?
He looked up at me right now. It was perfect timing.
No, I seen some thick bitches on the bike path coming out them tents.
When you were
I'll be like, oh, I'd knock her down.
Because one time I said, oh, they're just down. There's some really handsome fellas out. And you were like, oh, wow, D out here. Yeah. And taking some I said, no, I just said that, gee whiz. I mean, they're human too, so.
What men do ain't what women do.
I didn't, but
if
what I'm saying
if a man, okay, I'm gonna let you finish. You let me finish.
But what I was saying was I was just giving them problems, saying like, wow, that's too bad.
You doing like Kendra G do.
No,
you think what we do is what you do.
Brother, no, I'm saying you made fun of me.
Right, I know. I'm still making fun of you.
But all I did was, wow.
If a man fucking a bitch that live in a tent,
but I didn't.
That ain't the same thing as a woman fucking a man who live in a tent.
I wasn't going to. All I was saying was you went head on just by me saying that they looked, good. They were handsome.
Darlene,
Nobody said I was going to pick one up and take it home.
All the bitches who live in the tent wasn't cute, but they was thick. Nigga, fuck them.
You would. Yeah, you said that
right,
before.
But D, if you fuck a man who live in a tent, your time on earth has expired.
I didn't.
No. All the women who fucking a man who live in a tent at your age, they just out here. They like, fuck it, while I'm still here, might as well fuck the tent dick.
No, but it is funny though.
Tent dick wash up with a bottle of water. That means that dick is still dirty where the balls are.
Carbonated water.
Carbonated. Costco water. Nigga wash his dick with a big ass
soda water.
Fire hydrant water, dick clean.
He's talking mess because he wouldn't either.
Darlene, what is she talking about? See, that's the thing. You did just like Kendra G. Kendra G trying to make it seem like if a nigga flirted her, he want her. Then you like, if I said I'll fuck a bitch in a tent, you said, well, I'll fuck a guy in a tent. That means you desperate.
I didn't say that. When did I ever say that?
That means my eyes are open to the glory of God.
I never said that. I was saying you had a shit fit just because I said that one of the homeless guys I went and took Corey's clothes to was good looking.
Darlene.
I was like, oh, poor fella, he's good looking.
Tell the truth.
And this one went into a whole big
Tell the truth, D.
spiel
Have you ever fucked a man in a tent?
No, absolutely. Well, not that was homeless.
Oh, you went camping.
That's what he told her. We camping today.
No,
he was a park ranger.
Let me tell y'all, he's stupid. He's stupid. Let me tell you something. Look, I think there's a point that's been made. Like, come on. Like, would the guys, would y'all fool with a woman who was living in a tent? I'm just saying, she was thick. She wasn't that cute in the face, but she was thick and she was willing to give you something. Would you take it? Let me know. Would you take it? Yes or no? Yes or no? Please be honest. Yes or no? She living in that tent. You saw it. You looked over. She caught your eye. You was like, damn, she thick. And she was like, come here. I'll give you some of this thickness. Would you take it? Yes or no? Yes or no? I want to know. Cause Lord, this fool here, he said he don't care. He's all in. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Yes or no?
Yeah, it was my man.
He took his tent down to make it look like y'all was camping. That's why he put it back up so fast.
No.
That's his crib.
It's not. I drove it. I had the tent. That was.
It was your tent.
I said Grenville Waiters, the Saudi water. Ladies, listen, when a man try to fuck you, do not get flattered. Kendra G, when a man tries to have sex with you, don't be flattered. It's not because you're somebody. It's because you're nobody most of the time.
Yeah. You know what? That's unfortunate, and I'm not going. That's unfortunate, but that's equivalent to when women be like, "Oh, I could get a man, baby," because girl, your girl I ain't losing no sleep about a man, because a man, they be in them DMs, right? But they not really trying to take you seriously. They just trying to screw. Like, why y'all don't get that? Oh Lord, let me look at these comments. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hold on. Oh Lord. If she's clean, okay. Hell to the nah. XYZ say hell no. Hell yeah. Kingsbury peasants, queens won't. Okay. Nah, Dante say, nah, I'm good. Yeah, if she's clean, how would you know though? You can look at it and tell a trailer with cloth over driveway. I did before. Okay. I get a room where she can get a quick shower first. Okay, right. Zick got it figured out. Nah, I'm good. Frank G said nah. 90% of the men would say yes. Gotcha. Yep. So most y'all say yeah, okay. But if you knew a woman, Daryl or Darrell says yes, I have. Oh, okay. Now, for the ladies in the chat, would you hook up with a man that was living out of a tent? Because we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to do that. Would you hook up with a dude living out of a tent? The women in the chat, let me know. Yes or no. Yes or no. Because most of the men say yes, they have and they will. If most, I think the women in here, most of y'all have probably got somebody. But if you was single, I mean, child, if y'all want to answer, because the answer to I would not. If I was single, nah, because to me that does scream desperation. Nah. Hell to the nah. Nah. I pass. You know what I'm saying? No. But that's just me. Rick, thank you so much for the super chat. It says, hell nah, I didn't even like dirty dishes in the sink. I know that's right. Rick. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Tall Daddy says, yep, if I can get a room, wash it up and wear that protection. Okay. Tent life ninjas, ladies. Yes, they would. It takes them a shot of tequila and a bag of Doritos to get in their panties. Oh my God. Damn, is that easy? Hell. Queen of Mine says, hell nah. Frank G, diseases are still out here. I know that's right. I'm a dirty dog. I need help. Okay. Go get you some help. Let's continue, y'all. We about to wrap this up.
He tried to talk to me on my show. Yeah. I knew that you was lonely at night. I see it in your eyes. When you talking, I wanted some money. I ain't even gonna lie. I would have worked her.
She married an African?
No, she didn't marry him. That boy didn't marry her. Ain't nobody married her.
Okay.
She was with a scammer who has a whole bunch of different aliases, and I heard he got out of federal prison. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but it sounds true. Because now she say, I'm not with him. I have a roster. And people was like, oh, you got a roster of men. She said, no, I'm not sleeping with them, no. Shut your knucklehead ass.
No.
You know what you are? You're. This is a word that they don't really say no more, but it really applies to you, sister. You're a nitwit.
That's hilarious.
You're a nitwit. You try to say stuff to make it seem like you're so knowledgeable, but really you're just a nitwit.
A schmuck.
Damn.
Schmuck is deep. Yeah.
That is, yeah. Usually.
They crazy as hell. Pharaoh, thank you for the super chat. Says no, because she most likely don't got dominatrix toys. Oh my God. Pharaoh, what are you on? Oh my God. Thank you, Pharaoh. Tall Daddy says, hell, I done had some regrets from last call at the nightclub when the light come on. Oh my God. Y'all crazy, Lord. Okay. Damn. So in the dark, it looked like one thing. When you turn the lights on, it's a whole different ball game, huh? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Baby, it's crazy out in these streets. Child. Let's continue.
Dinner with schmucks.
Yeah.
She better not go back to Lagos with that African, man, because he gonna sell her.
No, I
for
guess
it.
she got took. She's not with him no more.
Oh, okay.
She old boy worked her for what he could work her for.
Yeah.
Then he got up out of there. Because, after a while, they try to press you into marriage or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We know her story. When you that age with no kids, ain't never been married, I don't care what nobody say. You haven't been chose. You've never been chose. You'll try to act like I didn't have kids because I didn't want to have kids. No. You didn't have kids because who you wanted to have kids with didn't want to have kids with you. People who was willing to have kids with you, God damn it, are volunteers at Home Depot in the morning. Those are the men that you can get, girl. So stop acting like life is sweet. She was like, I'm blessed. No. You found a way to hit a lick for a little while. Let's see how long you maintain it. In fact, I wish you well with maintaining it, but you just a carbon copy of somebody else. You're a carbon copy of somebody else. It's nothing to be proud of. So go buy your car and take a picture in front of it. Dance at the Super Bowl where your wig. You can't be dancing like that, Kendra, if you know you got a wig on. I see now you wearing the hats over it to make sure it stay down. But if you meet somebody in that hat and hair, they should be able to fuck you in the hat and hair. You can't be stripping down and showing me who you really are when I'm in a dark, funky room with you. You have to be who you are. Damn, this is gonna be cold-blooded to say.
Everything you said been.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Let me say this. As I became a man, I never chose a girl who doesn't wear their hair. Like, to be with as my partner, that's a prerequisite. Now, ain't nothing wrong with wearing a wig, a weave every once in a while, but if this is your everyday, that don't cut the mustard for me. I love grabbing my bitch by the head and looking at her. Hey, wash the dishes. Have you ever did that with a bitch who always got a wig on? You go, hey, come here. I don't like that hair all over the bathroom that's associated with not being real hair. It's just me. Now, if I got a girl who wear a wig every once in a while, we'll laugh. Oh, that's different. Yeah. But 365 days of the year, that's different. That's different. That's you, bitch. But you might be somebody's sunshine, but you ain't found them yet because you ain't got nobody.
Oh my God, this ninja is nuts. He is hell crazy. But this is why I say don't play around with them comedians, baby. They will roast you for filth. And that's exactly what he did. Lord have mercy. And I think people forget that Corey is a comedian. Child, I don't do it. Lord have mercy. I can't take it. But listen, there's a lot of truth to what he said. That's if we're gonna be honest. Quantum Solace, thank you for the super chat. Says some of the women would flex with tent man. Hell, they are already getting at men in prison. Right. Yeah, thank you, Quantum Solace. Talking about how fine they are and all that. Y'all willing to take care of those men in prison and take a chance on them. I'm like, so, child, it's just a hot mess. Anyway, y'all, listen. This whole idea of Kendra, taking Kevin Samuels' idea is just what it is. That's what makes it so weird for her to get on here talking about people are taking my content and using my content. Why don't you come up with your own? Like, when you took a whole idea from a person yourself, like, come on, now you all of a sudden it's just your idea and you weren't influenced by somebody else who was doing it prior to you or doing it, better than you. Come on now. It's just the attitude. That's all I'm saying. And the way, a lot of these women speak and the way they move tells you about them. And if you pay attention to a lot of women who talk like that, the majority of them are single. The women who are single, listen, they talk like Kendra G. They do. They so entitled. They so my money, I'm this and I'm that. And that's just, it's really about your internal. It's really about who you are as a person. Like I said the other day, it's not so much about what you make and what you wear and all this and what you can do for yourself. Who are you as a person? If you come off as a nasty, entitled individual, nobody just wants to deal with that. And it doesn't mean that a man wants to push over and somebody who don't have a backbone and don't say anything. No, it just means your personality, who you are as a person for real. Like, you don't have are you nice? Are you feminine? Like, can you be cool. Like, can you be with somebody and have a good disposition? It's not always about my money and this and that. As a friend, I would get tired of hearing that shit. If I was your girlfriend, I would be like, I wouldn't be around you too much, because I'm like, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I just want to hang out and create memories, have a good time. I don't want to hear all of that entitled attitude. Nobody wants to deal with that. So that's why a lot of those types of women are single. Tall Daddy says, to some of these dudes out here getting quickies from crackheads, a little tent booty from a woman down on her luck is a step up, baby. Thank you, Tall Daddy. I appreciate you. Farrell says, Stank the Moss is starting a Caillou WAP era. I hope I'm saying that right, child. WAP. What I mean, thank you, Farrah, for the super. What is she? I mean, yeah, I heard she was starting the OnlyFans. Let me play this let me get y'all this real quick, because then we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But I want to pull up this picture, because speaking of her, yeah, they did say that her in regards to her lawsuit, that she lost the lawsuit, but actually I looked it up a little bit more, and it was saying no, she didn't lose the lawsuit, that she still has I'm gonna try to share my screen for y'all. She still has pending court dates, and they're saying her court date is still pending. She has a court date scheduled for April 28th of 2020 of this year. And so they're saying that the court date, that she did not lose the lawsuit, but that there's still court dates pending, that they may settle. I don't fully know what's going on with that, but there are reports that are saying no, she did not lose the lawsuit, but it's still pending, and she has a court date as early as April the 28th. And then I guess after that, they'll determine if if there's a case, if she can go forward, or if they're going to settle for something. So I guess we'll be paying attention to see how that happens. But many are saying that she lost that case when she went on the Breakfast Club. Many are saying that case was lost when she did that. When she appeared on the Breakfast Club, which I want to play.
Good morning.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Hi.
How are you? Good, Ken. How you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, Keys.
Yeah.
So
This the only seat y'all got?
look.
What you want? What you need?
A bigger chair or something.
Is she already little?
We had
Sofa.
Good. This is accommodation.
Now, some are saying that she lost the case when she went on the Breakfast Club and needed a whole half of a couch to sit down. So if you need these type of accommodations to just have a seat, well, when it comes to the vehicle, that you will need bigger accommodations for your big body when it comes to the lift situation. So many people are saying that she's going to lose anyway because of that, and this proves it. You can't come into a regular situation and sit in a regular seat. You can't go into a regular situation in a regular car. You need a special size car because you're 400 or 500 pounds. So they're saying that this is going to cause her to lose the lawsuit because she needed a whole couch to just sit down on anyway. So I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I thought that was interesting. And I guess we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, and also they're saying that she started the OnlyFans. I don't know if that's true, but I did see that someone posted that she was starting a controversial OnlyFans. I don't know what she's gonna post on the OnlyFans, child, but I don't know if that's something people gonna be running to see. I don't know, but maybe she need the coins. I don't know. People do OnlyFans sometimes because they need the coins. Maybe she just need the coins. I don't know. But who gonna be running to see that is all I'm saying. Zick, thank you for the super chat, says, yeah, they tell a handsome man in prison that he's fine. They tell a free handsome man that he thinks he's all that. LOL. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy as hell, right? It's like, I don't get it. That's why I say there's a bunch of confusion, and who got time for that? Thank you, Zick. I appreciate you for the super chat. That don't make no sense. Farrell says she was on Facebook in thongs. Total Trump. What? Oh God, yeah. I saw her on Instagram, I think. And I mean, whatever she had on, she had some drawers. You couldn't see the drawers. All the fat was covering it. I'm just saying that is not healthy at all. That don't look good. I don't know. And only some freak with a fetish gonna be running behind that, because who like big fat women gonna be running, to see that. But most people ain't trying to go run see that. I mean, because we already see is, that's not healthy. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not healthy. But shout out to her. Hopefully, she get what she looking for. But I personally don't think that she should have sued the Lyft driver. And I don't know if the man got fired or not. People are saying he got fired out. He shouldn't have lost his job if he did. And she knows that she's 500 pounds, and you need special accommodations for that size. The world is not made for people to be 4, 5, 600, 700, 800, 900,000 pounds. The world is, because you shouldn't be, that's the size of 3 people, 4, 5 people. I mean, if somebody is like 5'5" and they're 115 pounds or 100 pounds, you big as 4, 5 people. Like that, the world is not designed for people to be that big, because that is unusual. That is abnormal. That is not, I don't care how you feel about yourself, that is not the reality. Anywhere you go, you're going to need accommodations. You get on a plane, you need 2, 3 seats. You get in a car, you need a big XL car. You go to sit in the chair, you need a big couch or a love seat. No matter where you go, you're going to need extra accommodations, because your size is not normal. That's just what it is. And people like to say body shaming. No, that's just unusually big, and that's not normal. That's just not. So that's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you guys once again. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Shout out to everybody watching, everybody in the chat, everybody who supports your channel. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to all of you who support the channel by liking, sharing, watching the videos. Also giving super chats and cash apps. I appreciate you guys for that. That definitely helps the channel out. Thank y'all once again for being here. I will see you guys really, really soon. But until then, make sure you are continuously supporting the channel, y'all. Watch the videos. Views are down on the channel, so make sure you go over and just support by watching the video and like it for me. Make sure you do that. I know somebody, I forgot who it was, said they always watch the videos, and I appreciate you for that. So make sure you guys are watching. Run those numbers up on the channel, on the views, y'all. Make sure we get at least over 3,000 views on the videos, y'all. That definitely helps out, right? So make sure you're doing that, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content, you guys. So I will be back really, really soon for you guys. Next live, I will let you know. I probably would do an evening show. Maybe next Friday. Maybe we'll do evening, and we'll see how that works out. So make sure you guys are tapped in. Make sure that notification bell is clicked to on and all, that you will get all of my notifications when I go live or post new content. All right. But I will have new content on the channel. So make sure you're supporting in that way, you guys. And I will see you really, really soon. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Take care. Until next time. Mwah. I'll see you later. Bye.